Bring the beat back like a DJ. Swag team empire, all my niggas aim high, that's a slogan. Baddie, babe, you a baddie. You a baddie, babe, you a baddie. Baddie, babe, you a baddie. You a baddie, babe, you a baddie. Scratch that, you a bad bitch. You a bad bitch cause you're not average. You a bad bitch cause you're so mad thick. You a bad bitch, come and jump on this dick. Cause I'm tryna blow like Al-Qaeda. Dressing all black like Darth Vader. Tryna get the power like a generator. Do it all for the fucking flavor. So I tell my head, baby you park chick fine. And I'm so happy cause I know that you be mine. Take your clothes off cause the body is divine. But baby don't do it for the vine. Got her going down like she digging in the mine. Got her going down cause she digging on my shine. Got her going down, she a 10 but she gotta live a night. She ain't staying for the night. I don't like your niggas, Uncle Rock, it's no relation. Is that your girl cause I'm tryna have relations. Wallet thicker than a Bible, what a revelation. Young fly nigga, man, I need a vacation. Baddie, babe, you a baddie. You a baddie, babe, you a baddie. Baddie, babe, you a baddie. You a baddie, babe, you a baddie. Scratch that, you a bad bitch. You a bad bitch cause you're not average. You a bad bitch cause you're so mad thick. You a bad bitch, come and jump on this dick.
Oh, baby, please don't go. Oh, baby, please don't go. Oh, baby girl, what's your name, what's your number? Yeah. Only like girls with a big body bumper. Yeah. Oh baby girl, what's your name, what's your number? Yeah. I see you swagging and rocking my jumper. Yeah. Na 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 na. Oh, baby please don't go. Oh, baby please don't go.
Baddie, babe, you a baddie. You a baddie, babe, you a baddie. Baddie, babe, you a baddie. You a baddie, babe, you a baddie. Scratch that, you a bad bitch. You a bad bitch cause you're not average. You a bad bitch cause you're so mad thick. You a bad bitch, come and jump on this dick. Karma, rotation, infiltration. Couple brothers been through probation. I'm chilling with the Caucasian. She's telling me I'm black Jamaican. Where I say? Flights to Barbados, I'm so contagious. All the man them wanna pray me. Ex-girl wanna see me. We move like Vandulu, no voodoo. Vandulu, no voodoo. Don't you wanna take it easy like Drizzy. Baddie, babe, you a baddie. You a baddie, babe, you a baddie. Baddie, babe, you a baddie. You a baddie, babe, you a baddie. Scratch that, you a bad bitch. You a bad bitch cause you're not average. You a bad bitch cause you're so mad thick. You a bad bitch, come and jump on this dick. This is my thing, where's your thing? This is my thing, where's your thing? She's calling me mister, cause I'm fucking on her sister. Looking like her on the Insta. But this is my thing, where's your thing? This is my thing, where's your thing? This is my thing, where's your thing? Yeah. I'ma do it like yeah. I'ma do it like yeah. Swag team in this bitch like yeah.
You ain't sick like Penfold. Take no better than Avengers Assemble. Straight up grease, Penfold instrumental. Straight up grease, Penfold instrumental. You ain't sick like Penfold. Take no better than Avengers Assemble. Straight up grease, Penfold instrumental. Straight up grease, Penfold instrumental. Man, I feel like Kane, I'm a guest. Show me respect, I'm over handling tests. Headshot, we came above next. Got to give you the ISIS effect, cause when I smell death, Reaper, it's your soul life, I'm to collect. Straight fire like when cold views on decks. I'm about to be next. Bars, equipped with a flow that's totally yes. It's all about steps. Man, been doing this for time, I ain't vet. Who want to test? Get that hot 16, I'm in Natal, gelling my friends, so please come correct. Cause the heat I grip will do more than a man's flesh.
Yeah, I said man, I feel like hey, no one gets me while you give me that play-doh effect. See, man, I'm going up another level, the video want the medals to get best pay your respects. I ain't trying to delay the effect from a shot, that's why niggas are aiming your head. I quit with Alizé from a friend and a bitch, I ranges from an 8 to a 10. I'm trying to get away from the ends of performing places I can pay to attend. I tell y'all straight, if I take the piss, commit to the game, cause sure I'll take it again. More money, more paper than them. More money, more paper than them. Don't take no offense, but I see cracks in your armor, so you better start papering them.
You ain't sick like Penfold, take no better than Avengers Assemble. Straight up grease, Penfold instrumental. Straight up grease, Penfold instrumental. You ain't sick like Penfold, take no better than Avengers Assemble. Straight up grease, Penfold instrumental. Straight up grease, Penfold instrumental.
See, man, I sick like Penfold. I attack the game, Shevchenko.
Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Manchester City podcast, where we discuss all things in regards to both Manchester clubs. And Manchester City were just involved in a 9-goal thriller, people. A 9-goal thriller at Craven Cottage. 5-4 Manchester City running out winners. They were 4-1 up. 4-1 up at one point, people. And yeah, Fulham did everything in their power to get back into the game. Plenty of attacking greatness on show and plenty of defensive frailties on show as well. But I'm not going to complain about a 9-goal game. Just a shame it went in City's favour rather than Fulham's favour. I would have much preferred it to have gone in Fulham's favour. So we'll be discussing that. Also now, Manchester City just being just 2 points off Arsenal. Yes, Arsenal have a game in hand and play Brentford, later on today. It's Manchester United taking on West Ham. So if they do drop points there, not only do they have Manchester City, they potentially have Chelsea and Aston Villa closing in on them as well. And the Manchester United side of things, from a Manchester United perspective, the less said, the better, people. The less said, the better. Like, I don't really want to talk about it, but we take on West Ham on Thursday. Going to be another stinky performance despite the result. But get your questions in, people. Just please keep them Manchester United or Manchester City related. The gaslighter extraordinaire, the GLE, will be here shortly already. I've already spoke to him, people. But make sure when you enter the City of Sarcasm, you pay the tax. You pay the tax, people. Pay the tax. So I need you lot to hit that like button on the video. Whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after, hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share this out across all the socials. Yes, it's flawless. At Sarcasm City TV, at Sarcasm City TV, yes, it's flawless. Twitter, Instagram, retweet, like, share, follow all socials. And just as important, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well. And on top of that, make sure you subscribe to Vaytalk Games TV. Big up everyone in the chat as well. Let me get to you. Big up Jez. This is day 173 of hashtag surviving Thomas Frank complete. Big up to Takalani. He says big up flawless. Big up Surreal says big up flawless. D2 Fresh says peace and blessings flawless. City are weird, man. On paper, they look cold. On the pitch, all over the place. I would say defensively, yeah. I'd say offensively, very, very impressive. But both teams just went for it. Big up to Surreal as well. Says, I captain Bruno Fernandes when Haaland went and got a goal and 2 assists. Fernandes has a lot to do to equal that. I'm saying this now. If you've got a Manchester, to everyone who does FPL, any form of fantasy league, don't have any Manchester United players in your side. There's better value for money. Because defensively, we don't keep clean sheets and we don't get that many goals like that. You do not have Manchester United players in your FPL. Hey, big up to CP as well. Says big win for United, big draw for Spurs, a great week for Mr. Half and Half Scarf. Hey, they won't talk about it, man. How many teams can go to St. James's and go pick up points there? That's Manchester City. It ain't that easy, is it? Big up to King as well, man. Shout out to Real King and big up Jez every single time as well. And the GLE is in the building as well. Very interested to see what he's got to say here. Very, very interested to see what he indeed has to say. Man, like, Vaytalk Games TV is in the building. Yes, Vaytalk, what are you telling me? Look at this guy.
Yo!
Look at this so you lot can see that.
What's that?
My God.
What are we looking at?
I've got a table behind him, For those that can't listen on audio or not at the screen, they've got Vaytalk has the
Reintroduce myself. My name is
Vaytalk Games.
Woo, let's talk about it. Oh man, flawless. What are you saying?
I'm good, Vaytalk, man. What are you saying? You blessed everything first and foremost, yeah?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Okay.
Feeling all right.
Family all good as well? I did see that last message you sent me. Yeah, this guy looked at the table behind him. You're an idiot, This guy.
Just looking at the table. Just want to see.
I literally turned around to look at the table.
If you're on the listening platforms, you're missing out on the visual gold right now, right? The ladies tune in because they want to see Flawless's face and all that stuff. But listen, there's also the comedic value that he and I bring to the show. You got to tune in. You got to tune in.
Sorry, you turning around looking at the table. It's funny. That is like saying out of a sketch. Big up to King as well, man. Every time, Young G. Hope you're blessed. Hope you're blessed, King. A lot to talk about with your lot. So we'll get to Arsenal and you lot being 2 points off on the table behind you. But Fulham 4, Manchester City 5, 9-goal game. Gotta be over the moon in regards to your attack, because your attack was cooking. But then on the flip side, you gotta be really, really irritated by the defending that your team did in the game. So talk to me, because it's not normally we say it's a game of two halves, but that's a game of two sides of the game, attacking and defending. Like, go on.
Flawless. Listen, you know me. I've been working on my craft, right? I've been working on my craft because I've realized that some that tune in, they want to hear Vader talk ball, like talk about the game, talk about what you saw, your observations. And then I know that there's a portion that tune in because they want the jabs, they want the sub disses, they want the subliminals. So I'm gonna give you a mix of everything. Now, this 11 that started, Pep ain't doing what happened a couple games ago with the mad changes. We saw the same 11 that just previously played. And I was like, showing me how important this game is, showing me how important it is to kind of get the winning back, showing me how he has decided on who are the players to lean on. Now, the issue is we can't play the same 11, or we can't play the same occasional 12 or 13 that gets subbed on for the rest of the season. So he's got to figure out what the right balance is. This game, though, when we want to talk about balance, we were chefing it up. We were cooking. We were showing why we love football. I know that there's been a throwback, right? This season's been a throwback. Set pieces, long throws, right? Pace and power. I know many love that, right? They want the Barclays back. Many of you guys want that. But at the same time, there's a reason why I said the Prem needs City back. Because y'all need the entertainment. Y'all need this. Y'all need the up and down. Y'all need the scoring. Y'all need the attacking mentality. Now, I'm going to be real. I'm going to talk about the entire game. But first, I got to talk about the attack, because the attack was on display. The attack was on full display. I know at halftime, at halftime it was 3-1. It could... Bless. Yeah. I'm trying to be elite in everything that I do. I'm telling you, I'm trying to be elite in everything that I do. When it comes down to this game and how we were cooking it up and how we ended up 3-1 at halftime, I'm gonna be honest with you. That scoreline actually flattered though, because Holland missed an early one. Early one. Could have been 4. Could have been 5 if it was about being clinical. Also, I'm gonna be the first to admit, Smith Rowe was getting into some pockets and having some opportunities, and I was like, ugh, let's clean this up, please. Let's clean this up. Who's marking this? And I'm gonna be completely real, but this is the flow of the game. You know why FIFA was so popular? You know why it kept getting record sales? EAFC is what it's called now. Is because what does everybody want to see? What does everybody want? They want attacking football. Y'all don't buy the game because you want, let me see if I can keep this player to no goals conceded and I can score 1 and I'm having fun. No, we have fun when we see goals. That 3-1 was entertaining. That 3-1 was like...
I'm in the minority with that when it comes to the gaming, but you understand. Your overall point stands me. I will stink out a game on FIFA and Pro Evo.
You'll do it if it's necessary. Absolutely. You'll do it when necessary. And other teams do it when necessary. But if you have the ability to, if you have the option to, if you have the choice, we're all choosing entertainment, attacking football. None of us go onto the pitch. None of us do 5v5, 7v7. If you play a full squad, no one's saying, yo, let's have a really defensive game. Let's go and have some fun and defend. No, none of us do that. We all want the ball because we want to try and create and score. This game provided that, right? This game provided that. Now, us going up 5-1, am I going to have questions of my manager when we're up 5-1? Absolutely not. There is no question for my manager to have our club, Manchester City, take it to 5-1. I heard a mad stat. I don't know how real it is. But apparently, I think Fulham only surrendered 3 goals at home. I think this season
it's probably around that because Fulham, they don't score a lot, but they don't concede a lot. They are the definition of just a solid mid-table side. So I could believe that to be true. I'm going to double check. Go on, you carry on.
The chat will let us know. I believe it was either 3 or 4 goals they've conceded all season long. Or game week 14, all season long they've only conceded 3 or 4 goals at home. When my manager has us scoring 5, I'm like, okay.
It was 3 goals they've before today. Wait, how many did you lot score? You lot scored 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 spanking. That's what we did. A spanking.
Right.
5.
Yes, you are right. They have only conceded before tonight. They had only conceded 3 goals in the 6 games.
So am I going to look at my manager and be like, what's going on? Oh, you got it wrong, Pep. You didn't. No.
Today's not. Today's as much as I love crashing on Pep is great.
Oh yeah.
That's tonight's not on Pep.
Yeah. Tonight is.
Yeah,
not
of course,
Pep.
man. Yeah, man. Of course. Like I get why everybody hates Fergie. I understand it, man. I can't stand Pep.
Well, that's a conversation. Whether Pep's more loved than Fergie, I don't know. There's a lot of hatred.
No, I don't know who's no love. I'm saying I understand why rivals don't like Fergie.
Yeah. Oh no, they want him out. Like you, they want Pep out of here.
Of course. I'm tired of this, this bald-headed demon in the city. Like I'm tired of man.
I think you're only tired of it because. I think that's why. I think that's why you're tired of it. That's why.
No,
but listen. Let me stay on point.
There's just this inevitability that you lot get dubs and win trophies. That's why. Even when anyone else goes 1-12, I'm crashing on the team. I'm crashing on the manager, and I couldn't crash on him. And it irritated me.
You couldn't.
No,
you couldn't.
Like, I couldn't. And even even when he has poor results, it's like, that's still Pep. That annoys me.
Poor result. This was at the end of the day, right? Now we surrendered. We gave up four goals, 3 in the second half. All right. Now, the 3 that we surrendered in the second half, I'm not going to say that they were mirror copies, but they were kind of like in the same. Let me take my chance and see what happens. Let me put the shot on target and see what, because they weren't. I don't know. I don't do the stat thing. I don't do the GX and the XG and I don't do all that. But these were shots taken with a lot of traffic in front. And it was fortunate that it got through all of the traffic and it got past Donnarumma. Now, I want to see my club take more chances like these because I think you can be rewarded with a deflection or an opportunity to maybe get another deflection and score. These were 3 shots beyond the defense, and they happened to put it in with velocity, right? A lot of those shots were with conviction, and they were rewarded for it. When my team attacked like this, check. All right, cool. We got that kind of covered. When I've seen other games when we've defended and it's been good, okay, check. I see we're able to do it. This game, I'm gonna be honest with you. Some are gonna say, Vader, what we saw versus Fulham, this is what City's gonna be for the rest of the season. This is what City are for the rest of the season. They're gonna have to outscore teams. Their defense is leaky. Until this game, we weren't giving up goals like this.
Well,
we weren't. Now we gave up 4, and it's gonna skew the stats. For those of you that geek out with the stats, there's things called outliers. Watch all the fraudulent content creators. Not you, Flawless. You're legit. You take your time. You actually do the proper study. You can't be a sniper by being rash, by being quick to judge, right? A sniper takes time. A sniper's gonna be like, nah, before I say what I'm about to say, let me calculate the wind. Let me see where the sun's at. Let me actually check the humidity. Let me see what's happening. There's a lot of things checked out. Watch lazy content creators that are covering football say, this is what City's going to be because we surrendered 4 goals. This is an outlier. You don't use this as a main stat. It is an outlier, right? So when a result like this happens, my players, the alarm bell better be on. Guys, I'm saying my midfield is the issue. My midfield needs to have the connection between attack and defend. A lot of those, quote unquote, poor clearance from Donnarumma or a deflection when my man Bernardo Silva was trying to prevent a shot on target and it spills in the front. I need the reaction between the midfield, the protection for the defense, and to close the gap with the attack to get to those balls. Those balls are what punished us because they were quick on the front foot and throw it down on us. So The 5-4, I did a match reaction. I was like, I'm taking the 3 points and I'm running. Y'all have all the conversation. Y'all try to do the whole breakdown.
Of course. Yeah,
I'm
you
taking
break
the
you
3
break it
points and
down
I'm
the day
running.
after. That's when you do the proper breakdown.
That's
Couple
the proper
days
breakdown.
after.
And I got some water. Took a few minutes before I actually clicked live to go and do the match reaction. But I'm happy with how they fought because it was a different kind of fight. It wasn't a fight to go and get the goal like I saw my man Phil Foden do. It wasn't that kind of fight. Let's go out and keep going and get the goal. It was a fight to be like, oh, we're under it. These guys think they're gonna get this win. Let's defend. Let's stay on it. And I like my manager made the subs. If I'm gonna be questioning him, if I'm gonna be like, Pep, maybe what you saw in this game, maybe do this next. Holland, fantastic performance because again he put in a defensive shift as well. And I understand the psyche, Pep. I get it.
Everyone I'm tired of, man. Man's had in hold up play and laying off the ball to his game, yo. The last thing we need is
flawless. He's in the weight room for a reason.
I'm tired of this guy, man. Yo, Madrid, Barca, do what needs to be done, man.
Listen, go on mute, enjoy your snacks. Let me keep going with this one.
Nah, it's not a whack. But go on, do your thing. Go on.
I think the fight that I saw for the players to try and again hold this win, I was happy to witness. And again, they got to build off. You got to have moments like this. You got to see who's gonna quiver, who's gonna punk out, and then who's also gonna continue fighting, right? Now, Pep, I think keeping Holland on was, hey, if they start doing crosses into the box, if we start seeing the trend with regards to these long throws, I want to keep Holland on there. He's 6'4", 6'5". Let me at least have him in there to kind of clear some things out. But then at the same time, when he brought on Shirky, because we need to get some midfield control, right? We need an outlet. And he didn't have the legs to kind of run into those gaps, into those spaces to be a release valve. And I think Marmoush would have served us well that way. But Pep's going to figure that out. Is it taking off Doku, putting on Marmoush rather than putting on Savinho? I don't know. But the fight, we want to witness all of this. We want to see battle tested in many different situations and how we adjust. This 3 points, I know everybody. I don't even need to be on the watch alongs. I don't even need to be tuned into everybody. I'm going to catch that later. I know everybody. Everybody was waiting for City to drop these points and to laugh at Manchester City. Now all you can do is laugh. You gave up 4 goals. Okay, we gave up 4 goals. You know what else I did? For you agenda people out there, you know what I did? I told you, I'm not just Holland FC. I've been saying it. I'm not just Holland scored 1 goal for me today. One of the 5. Let's move that narrative. Let's move that aside. Find another narrative that you guys want to bring up.
I do think that he's lazy. I think he's very lazy.
Thank you for that.
Haaland, as much as it pains me to agree with you, like Haaland's a beast.
Why? Wait, stop. Every time you say as much as it pains me, why you keep telling me?
Because it's normally some City stuff that you're spot on with, and I don't like City, so that's where it stems from. This is just pure hate. I'm just letting you know, like this is pure hate because City are the ops. But when people say, "Oh, they're Haaland FC," if I am Manchester City manager, every attack Haaland better touch the ball. What are we doing?
Thank you.
You better touch them. The reason why you see like Isak struggling at Liverpool, granted he should be doing better. You've just paid a record fee for him. Every attack he should touch the ball. What are we doing out here? Same way Ferguson, for those that don't know, when we signed Robin van Persie, told the entire team, he's going to win us the league, get him the ball. If you can't find him, you won't play. So what are they supposed to do?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? What, it's like Haaland there, give him the ball and get out of the way is pretty much is the instruction.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's like me if I were to do a panel show. It's like me bringing on Flawless and not having Flawless speak. No. We're gonna start the segment. Flawless, go, run. This is what you are on point. Haaland is on point. You got to get him involved. If he scores the majority of the points, if he has the majority of the one-liners like Flawless tends to do when he's on these shows, that's what we're gonna do. That is what we're gonna do. So we need to find the right balance when we talk about catching as many wins as we can. The confidence that I have in my club is largely part of the leaders that I'm seeing from Haaland, Foden, Bernardo Silva, and I can't exclude Diaz and Gavardio. I trust these guys. I trust these guys with regards to they're going to keep everyone accountable. Now, the other players that we're trying to bring into the mix, those are the ones where it's like, I'm iffy about this. I'm iffy. You joking when I was saying third, fourth. It's for all of those reasons.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Third, fourth is still outrageous, but carry on.
Well, no one expected Liverpool to be. We'll talk about Liverpool later, but no one expected.
Okay, we definitely will talk about Liverpool later.
We'll talk about that later. But when it comes down to what I need to see, right now we are largely, hugely missing Kovacic, and Rodri. You look at my bench. Pep had to bring on John Stones to relieve Nico Gonzalez, who's an 8 playing a 6. Yeah. We don't have that coverage. When you got my man Chelsea fan Don C, right? When you got Don over there. Yeah, Don CFC, I think is his tag.
Oh, you're talking about Don the Chelsea fan. I thought when I hear Don, I always think of Don C. Are you thinking of Don?
Not Don C, but Don CFC.
Not Don C, Arsenal fan. You're talking about Don the Chelsea fan. Greasy Don
the Chelsea fan. There's a lot of Dons out there. When it comes down to Don the Chelsea fan, he's like, he's reluctant to want to talk about and put his Chelsea in the mix because of what he sees with his center backs, the vulnerabilities, the inability to stay healthy. When I look at if I look at all my positions, if there is something that really keeps Nico Gonzalez out, my manager is doing a Band-Aid fix. He's putting in a John Stones, or he's putting in a Bernardo Silva, or he's putting in a Reinders, which aren't 6s. We're in trouble until Kovacic and Rodri come back. Now, do we do something in a January transfer window? I don't know. So I'm a chill. I'm gonna wait until something like that happens. But right now, this is why I'm calm with this. All these gain points, all these potential staying within his arm's reach when you got the best.
You have said this. Yeah, you mentioned this about.
This is all bonus. This is all bonus to me. If I'm going to be critical of any performances, I think fatigue is going to hurt us a little bit. O'Reilly had a good game, not a great game. Donnarumma, a little not as commanding as he tends to be. Right?
He should have done better with, even though Chukwueze shouldn't have had the free shot for the 4th goal. He should do better with the punch, but he shouldn't be free like that.
That's what I'm saying. Even if the punch was somewhere to the side rather than kind of like down the middle of the 18,
kind of central.
Yeah, I'm actually not too upset with that. And then when I look at praising players, I mean, we're not going to have many Arsenal fans talk about where's Foden for a while now. That chat's going to be dead. That's good. We put that one to bed. Holland getting that record, 100 goals in 111 games, flawless. I know your win rate when you were out in the club was ridiculous, but what Holland is doing?
No, I like yours wasn't too.
Yours
wasn't too.
Flawless.
You acted like yours. I love how you use me.
No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Listen, no.
You see how when I said to you, what did I say? I said to you, we was arguing about something, and you was like, "Nah, don't do that." Oh yeah, I think I was praising City for something. I was talking about you championing the team, but you was like, "Don't say that." Now I know why you said that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because you had this extremely successful.
No, listen.
You had this. You was surgical.
You're taking me off track. I was
sorry,
on point with what I was saying. All right. So the win rate of my man Flawless and Holland, exceptional. Holland just scored 100 goals in 111 games, shattering the previous record. Shattering it. I believe it was 130 or something for Alan Shearer, and he's phenomenal in his own right. I do not disrespect the legends and the greats, but it also speaks to how amazing Holland is as well. How focused he is in terms of being a goal scorer. And I think, and I hope, despite you wanting him out of here, I hope he does enough time to surpass a great record.
By the way, I'm in the majority of the Premier League. Like outside of City fans, we all want him gone from the Prem. Not because he's not talented, but like we're just tired of him there and scoring goals. Like let him go to Spain or Italy or France or something.
This is where you're being selfish. Because if 100%. He remains in the Prem, this could be another player in the Prem that's won a Ballon d'Or. Raises the Prem's level.
I don't care about all
but
that.
you're being selfish.
Yeah, facts. I'm Manchester United first.
Stop it.
You always
No,
try to do
stop
this. You always try to do this. We are the world. You know what I'm saying? We are the Premier League. Crap. I don't care.
For the love of the Prem, for the betterment
Love
of the Prem.
hype. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of this cyborg, man. And he's getting better. That's what annoys me. Yo. He actually seems like he's getting
You know
better.
what? You know what? You probably disagree, but he got robbed, in my opinion, of the first Ballon d'Or that he lost to Messi. But when you look at how he's even better than what that was, player-wise, I know everyone's going to look at stats and what do you deliver, what do you provide. He had a trouble season and didn't win it. So it's going to be interesting.
Oh, Rodri was deserving of it, though.
Oh, the year that Rodri got it, absolutely.
Yeah,
but
was that not the treble year?
No. That was the 4-peat year.
Who won it? Who got Ballon d'Or the treble year?
Messi got it.
Who won the champs? You lot, yeah, because
we won the champs.
Yeah,
we won the Prem. We won the FA. Holland had a goal-scoring season, exceeded what Salah did.
Yeah,
this is what I'm talking about. He had an incredible season,
but
it got brushed.
He'll be there on his watch-alongs for it, man. Cheering on the English teams in the Champions League.
Oh, now you're doing too much. Now you're doing too
much.
I'm
just saying what Benito's saying, yo. I'm looking
Benito, you're doing too much.
You said it's good for the Prem. You said it's so. Also, what's good for the Prem is the more English teams that make it to the last stages of the Champions League. So you'll see Vader on his watch-alongs championing Arsenal and Chelsea and Liverpool in the champs. So yeah, man, we look forward to it.
Here's where we're different. I actually do want 2 English teams in the UCL final. I want to see that. I think that is
you want Arsenal and Liverpool, yeah? All right.
Wait, Liverpool?
You said 2 English teams. Don't they fall under English teams?
Yeah, but why can't I be one of those teams?
Why do you have to be one of them? Now you being selfish. Why can't it just be for the good of the Prem?
I just want to be included. I'm just saying. I want to be included in it. I'm actually sharing. You don't even want to share. You just want to be by yourself.
You ain't sharing. You let Arsenal and Liverpool do it. You lot go out in the playoffs and let Arsenal and Liverpool go battle it out. You joke, man.
4 English teams. Man, you know. 4 English teams in the semifinals. I hear it. That'd actually be.
No, that's my. Yeah, I'd probably crash my channel if
that would be sick. The Flawless, you're being selfish again. Think about your channel. Think about what you're going to be doing in terms of the conversation.
The numbers and conversations would be fantastic. My well-being. Because who's the 4? So you're saying obviously we excluding Newcastle, right? So we're just saying you. Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea. Is that the 4 we're going?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
I'm tired of after-back Chelsea, and that is just
That'd be good.
Nah, it's not. Listen, I can't stand them. Lots.
Run the numbers.
It would be business-wise, yes, it would be fantastic.
I'm not being selfish. I'm thinking about the business. When it comes down to Holland, I think, in my opinion, a trouble season, breaking the goal-scoring record. Yes. Messi won the FIFA World Cup, but season-wise, number-wise, best believe if we had flipped those numbers, if Holland had Messi's numbers that year and Messi did what Holland did, all of that.
Oh yeah, but we know what it is.
Yeah. So I just want to I got to be consistent, right? Holland got robbed. He would have had that first Ballon d'Or, potentially Rodri, Manchester City, back-to-back Ballon d'Or winners, but. Holland has a chance this season if he stays consistent. But again, these numbers will mean nothing if we don't have hardware. They will mean nothing if he doesn't have hardware. I always crash it on Mo Salah because when he was going his record, he had his record season. Oh, he broke the goal scoring record. It meant nothing. He had nothing.
Trophies.
He had no trophies for it. None. So I need my man to do it. I need our club to do it. If I'm being completely real. Everybody in the chat, I'm being real. We're not complete. Do we need to be complete to win? No. But for us to win, not being complete means that these clubs that I'm fighting with need to slip up. They need to slip up. It's not going to be a matter of I'm outperforming them. I don't think my team is good enough. They're going to have to fall victim to pressure.
But they come to your place, so I would say if you beat that, you're technically a point ahead of them right now.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the head-to-head match.
They have a game in hand, but technically you're top of the table if you believe that you beat them at your place, which I know you do.
Yeah, we got time until we get there. I think we played Chelsea. When did we play Chelsea?
No, you not got Chelsea. Let me actually run through.
We haven't played Chelsea yet this season, but I'm just watching. I'm the chill guy. I won today.
You played Chelsea 4th of January. 4th of January,
Great.
you played them.
Great start to the new year, 2026. That's what the football want. See, the Prem aren't going to make mistake of having low viewership again. They know when to put the certain matchups. They're going to kick off the year 2026. City, Chelsea, quality football. The matchups now are what's important. My manager, let me see why he's the best paid manager in the world. How are you going to try and achieve this rotation that's needed? Because we're playing again on Saturday. And then after Saturday, I believe we play Tuesday against Real Madrid.
I was just saying, I slept under the radar that this Champions League back. Yeah, you play Sunderland at home Saturday, then Real Madrid away. Then Sunday is Palace, Brentford at home, quarterfinal of the Carabao Cup. That's the Wednesday the 17th. Then West Ham at home. Then the 27th is Forest away. And then that's you till New Year.
Tough. So I'll take whatever I can get. This is all bonus. Flawless. What is the? I've already suffered 4 losses. That's a lot. But despite suffering 4 losses, I know there's a game in hand. I'm 2 points off.
So all right, let's get to that. 2 points off Arsenal. What's your thoughts on that?
Arsenal.
Talk to us.
Arsenal. Listen, everybody in the chat, hit that like button. Be a part of the conversation.
Run up the likes.
Flawless will bring your comments to screen if they're worthy. All right? If they're worthy, he'll bring your comments to screen. If they're not worthy, you got a super chat. That's the only way you can get your word out. If you
that's
really
the way
want
to
that.
guarantee it, people. Thing is, Vader's a talker, I'm a talker, and a lot of the time I don't want to interrupt the conversations. Whether Vader's talking and I'm talking, or we going back and forth about something, it's like, I don't want to interrupt. That's what it is. What do you mean?
Don't be nice. If their comments aren't good, you don't bring them up. Because
I start. There's certain questions I do at times, but there's certain you've said that I'm like, that is blasphemous. We addressing that, and then that's what it is.
Those are rare. When it comes down to
you're saying, I'm like, what? All right, let's get into this and let's see. I want to know how you got there, and because you're a smart individual, you got a way of dressing up some nonsense. So that's what it is.
There won't be any dressing up tonight. Right now, we're gonna talk about the matchup that everybody was
2 points
tuned
off
in
Arsenal.
to watch.
It's mad.
Nah, it's chill. When it comes down to the game that everybody had their eyes on, right? I had to make sure I cleaned my glasses, make sure everything was nice 4K. Chelsea and Arsenal. Oh man, you know what? Let me be honest with you, Flawless. There is not a fan base that talks better than Arsenal fans. There is not a fan base that talks better than an Arsenal fan. Going into a match and coping after a match. There is not a fan base better. Going into this match, everybody had chest like Don C. Everybody had chest like Don C, like he just came out of the gym. We are about to slap up Chelsea. Who are these? We run London. All of them were talking all big and bad. The game had all the necessary hype, and all that chess was when they expected to play against 11 versus 11. 11 versus 11, they all had that same chess. They all were talking bad. We're running this. I love London. I love the London turf wars. I mean, that's entertainment. That is the London derbies.
The London beef is good. The
London beef is
as well, man. Been a member of the channel for 26 months. Appreciated, man. Big up, man. 26. That's a long ass time, man. 2 years and some change. Big up to you. Everyone, link for the membership is in the pinned comment. Big up all the members of the channel as well. Everyone supporting. And he says City ain't winning this league with that defense. I don't expect them to be that bad. They do have to pattern that up, yes. But if someone can outscore teams, they're one of the few.
Trust me. Outscoring is a part of the game as well. Many want to talk about one aspect. We've heard this. It's cliche. Sometimes the best defense is a good attack. So we'll see what happens. We'll see which side ends up being the winner. But going back to this Chelsea-Arsenal game, the chess was ridiculous. And they had all this confidence when they were expecting to play 11 versus 11. Now, we look at the game, how it played out. I'm going to say right from the jump, Chelsea were up for it. The Pride of London showed. They were up for this game. They were like, listen, no, all this talk is over. Let's see. We're gonna show you some physicality. We're gonna show you some pace. We're gonna get in. Now, the game didn't disappoint. Opportunities were here. Opportunities were there. I think Chelsea, before the red card, were the better team. When Caicedo had to exit, and Caicedo, we can't dismiss. Caicedo is like...
You cost him the game, in my opinion.
Caicedo is like Rice. Or, you know, there's this whole conversation because of the,
it's between
the
those
price
two.
tag, right? Rice, Caicedo, better player, da-da-da. When you have a... Arsenal fans, for a second, listen. Imagine playing that game without Rice. Chelsea lost their Rice. They lost their big midfielder. They're ones that dictates defensively, keeps the intensity up. They lost that guy. Now you take him out. The Don C chest, right? The Don C peck jumping. Imagine how they must have been when Caicedo's at that game. Oh, we're running them. Caicedo's out. This game's ours.
Yeah.
Even though Chelsea were down to 10 men, even though Chelsea lost their best guy in the midfield, Caicedo, like Arsenal's Rice, Chelsea looked better. Chelsea looked better than Arsenal.
Yep.
And Arsenal, right, TJ? Arsenal are the best team in Europe. Don C, Arsenal are the best team in the world right now. The way you guys slapped up in Europe, right? The UCL, no one can get shots on you. No one can score on you. Y'all had all this talk from my man Vincent Kompany after getting that win, right? The energy was through the roof. I saw what was happening in the group chat. They were about to run rampant on these guys. But Chelsea looked like the better team. Not only that, the best defense, right? This whole defense talk and teams can't score, teams can't get shots on us. The best defense surrendered a goal against a 10-man team.
They did.
Let's think of that. It wasn't like Chelsea were at full strength when they scored their first goal.
Yeah, it's from a set piece. And Rice got dunked by Chalobah.
Bam! He just leaned on him. Now,
he did the Van Dijk. It was mad. It's mad.
It's one of those where it's like, ooh, a lot's not looking good here. It's not a lot's not looking good here. Is it another example of teams kind of showing what the formula may be? Teams kind of showing what a potential blueprint may be on how you can get some joy for playing against Arsenal. We'll have to see on whether this gets repeated again. We'll be watching tomorrow. But any Arsenal fan that are coping after the fact, saying, you know what, a point at Stamford Bridge is actually a good point. Stop coddling these guys. Stop coddling these guys.
Sorry, this guy's pouring gas on the fire. Jez says these Veta prep talks could make me run through a wall. Keep talking, sir. And then he did the salute emoji. Big up, Jez.
Bless.
Jez, this fucking guy.
The thing that I need to emphasize here is any Arsenal fan or anyone that's doing content creation and they're doing some of the shows and they're trying to be impartial, we see right through you. You're not being impartial. You're coddling Arsenal to say, you know what, a point at Stamford Bridge is a good point. A point at Stamford Bridge.
Because without context, it is
flawless, my man. Fantastic. My man, Flawless is always within the fine print. That's why we have these arguments for 2 hours, because he's in the fine print. But Flawless, context is important. He's absolutely great. On point.
Before the game, it sounds fantastic. An away point at Stamford Bridge is great. And the same way an away point at the Etihad sounds fantastic. But if they have a man sent off, arguably their most important player, not only do you not win the game, you also concede when they have 10 men and they're much the better side. That's two, and you have aspirations of winning the league title. It's a bad point. If you're trying to finish top 6, top 10, if you're trying to survive relegation, fantastic point. But if you have aspirations of winning the league, you should beat anybody with 10 men.
Absolutely.
Point
blank. And on top of that, like I said, when you're out here in the tank top to showing the pecs like you're about to do something, you're not accepting 1 point versus 10-man Chelsea. No, you're not doing it. So there's so much coddling because, again, you be nice to Arsenal because it's good for business. I see it. I can't do it. My channel's my channel. How I speak is how I speak.
Video Games TV.
Respect. I don't care if I'm going to get a couple of additional subs. I don't care if I'm going to get a couple additional likes or in the comments to talk nice about Arsenal. I'm going to talk real. All right? They dropped the ball. You're 11 You're 11 men versus 10. And they lost, like Flawless said, they lost their best player. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
And
Now,
big up to I just call you Al. Big up, man, for the super chat. Appreciate it. Says Vader is just the Arsenal hater. It's kind of why me and Vader get on. But I probably hate Arsenal more. But Fez,
I'm not an Arsenal hater. I got no beef with Arsenal.
you say you actually don't. You actually
I
don't
have
have
no
no beef
beef
with Arsenal. He actually has no beef outside of like competing for. Well, it's like it's kind of competing, but they're word to Joel Embiid. They ain't a rivalry. They always kick our ass. But yeah, he's nice.
I have no beef. I got no beef for Arsenal. My former assistant managers over there, I wish them all the best. I have no beef. We've sent players over there to help with their resurgence, right? To help them get back into winning ways. They were floundering around 8th, and 5th. When I sent them players, they were challenging for the league. There's no beef.
How noble of you, man. And you did it for the good of the Premier League.
I did it for the good of the Premier League.
Because you care about the Prem.
The football world. I'm like, listen, the same way Pep keeps creating all of these additional managers to help raise the level. Look at Maresca out here. Look at Arteta. Look at what's happening over at Real Madrid. All Pep's doing. So
Pep's disciples.
Your words. Now, I happen to think that it was a great game. It was a great game to watch, highly entertaining. The draw points, it's not a good look. Chelsea should be happy with regards to how their team fought. The pride that they showed to be able to, one, score by being a man down against the best defense that we've all seen, and also to hold off and have a draw versus this Arsenal team. Now, I'm going to go back and actually watch the game because I want to see what was Arteta trying to do with his subs. What was Arteta trying to do when he was trying to go for the win? That's going to be my learning. That's what I'm going to try to get ahead of. But also when it looks at, they now have a game where they can't afford to drop points. They can't afford to drop points. This is Chelsea. This is also Arsenal. If both of those clubs are about being in good form, especially as we go into a game every 3-4 days. Now, all this is bonus. I know. I should be expected to be here. I should be saying I should have high standards. A club
because you're one of the better teams in the league with the best manager in the league. So I think your standards are held high. You have clear as day the manager gap between Pep and let's say it's Maresca. Well, we use Maresca and Arteta.
Yeah.
We could even throw in Slot in there is massive. Now the squad gap
Slot.
is much closer.
Don't include Slot.
No, but I'm saying you would have said that at the start of the season because of Liverpool is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's the point that I'm making. But the gap is massive in between him and the rest. So that's why. Because the gap is that big. But obviously the squads are more even.
This is it. And when we have the conversation, when we kind of do like, okay, who's got the better attack? You give a rating. Who's got the better defense? We give a rating. Who's got the better manager? I think manager, tick. I got the better manager.
Yes.
When we go defense, I'm gonna give that to Arsenal. When Arsenal's defense, I got to give that check. When we want to look at even attack, I still lean towards my team with regards to attack. But when we want to talk about squad or everything, here's where it's challenging because we know that this is a marathon. I don't think I can afford any of my 11 or 12 players to not be available for several games. Like if I get 2 or 3 game spell,
I think attack will be all right. The rest might be. I think attack is okay. Because you brought Cherky and Mamouche off the bench today, right? No, Cherky.
I only brought Cherky off the bench.
Just Cherky. But let's say Mamouche was on the bench. Cherky, Mamouche is 2 very, very, very good options. But the rest of it, I actually do agree with you.
I got challenges with Savinho. I got challenges with Oscar Bob right now.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Savinho. Oh yeah,
the same thing is happening. The same things happen now when we look at Chelsea, right? When we look at Chelsea, I think their depth is hugely underplayed, but they do have a vulnerability defensively, right? And when many want to talk about, oh, you can't trust their keeper, maybe he's on a purple patch, maybe he's figured it out, maybe everything's calmed down. It's really their defense that you're kind of worried that you got a healthy Palmer coming back. Chelsea, you're welcome. But when you have all of that, it's a matter of how can they continue on? When you look at Arsenal now, top to bottom, they've got coverage. Top to bottom, they've got coverage.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So it's gonna be a fight. I loved the game. I love the result. We'll see how they bounce back tomorrow or today for you. And I need to hear I need to hear. I'm gonna run real quick, make sure everything's okay. But I want to come back.
Do your
We
thing.
gotta talk United. We
have to?
gotta talk United because we both got wins. Yep.
Go away, man. Yeah. It's not the same. It's not the same win, man. Go away.
We both got wins.
It's not the same win. We both won, yes. We both drew gal in the club. Yeah, I'm saying that, but yours was much different to mine. I'll just leave it at that. That's what that is. Yes, we both got numbers. We both went home with a female.
That's true.
It weren't the same.
That's true.
It weren't the same. Don't do that. Don't do that.
And following the United talk. Listen, we have to talk about the other red club out there, which has I can't lie, it's brought a lot of joy to this season. We got to talk about
it. It has.
Oh, 100%. This is a beautiful game.
Big up T.Guna for the super chat. My guy T. Hope you're good. Thank you very much for the super chat. Appreciate it. Says City will sign a player in January and secure the title. Arsenal don't like the fight. Soft underbelly. One thing I will say is City have already shown that if they believe that there's a player or players out there to help them win something, they'll definitely go in and attempt to do so. Yeah. So I didn't even think of that actually in January. They are definitely a potential player in the market. And with Arsenal, I can't say they don't like the fight, soft underbelly, because they've, outside of the Chelsea game, is the first time I've looked at them this season and gone, yeah, that's a bad one. Every other time I've been like, all right, they need to go and win here and put in a performance. They've done so. The Chelsea one is the first one. But go on.
Sunderland wasn't a good performance. Sunderland was not a good performance.
No, Sunderland wasn't. No. But that's one of them you try, like, there's ones where you go, okay, that's a bad day at the office and Sunderland got us. Chelsea was terrible.
Yeah.
That's the
I wasn't going to say that Sunderland was going to be something we'd see consistently, but yeah, I know.
Yeah, like Sunderland was off, you can point, but I just look at Sunderland and go, all right, just a bad day at the office.
Yeah.
Chelsea in the scenario was awful because if you go to Sunderland and you're not at it, you can drop points. Sunderland had it's not like they went and dropped points they didn't drop points to Everton at home. Who would do that? It wasn't that.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm talking about in regards to it, because you're not gonna win every game you're supposed to do. Yeah. But yeah, maybe Chelsea got physical and we don't have the players for that. That is a point that we was talking about and back again, is in regards to the physical aspect. Mm-hmm. Do teams now go and rough up Arsenal? Because this is what Troops is pissed off about. And it's like, what are you supposed to do? Stand up Arsenal and let them play pretty football? No, kick man down. What are you doing?
That's what I want to see. I want to see whether teams are going to kind of take it there. And if they do, that might be the formula. And again, not kick up everybody. There's certain players we know. There's certain players you want to lean in on. There's certain players you want to give a little extra to. So, yeah, absolutely.
That's it. But yeah, you lot, make sure you subscribe to Vater's channel as well, people. Vater Games TV. The link's underneath in the description. I dropped it in the chat. It's in the chat. Again, big up T.Guna for the super chat. Run up the likes as well. You need to run. You good?
Yeah. I'm going to check real quick. Do
your thing,
out. I'll just be
do your thing. Yeah, no stress. Do your thing. What you lot saying in the chat? Get any questions in for me? It can be on Manchester City, the Fulham game, them in the title race. Maybe it's Manchester. Well, we'll get to the Manchester United segment when Vater comes back. Maybe it's Arsenal. Maybe it's Chelsea. Whatever the case may be. Hey, big up Bayesian Pops every single time as well. Says big up the chat and the panel. Make sure you subscribe to Bayesian Reds TV as well. That link is also underneath in the description. How many likes are we on? Because it's not enough. We got West Ham on Thursday, Jez. Manchester United play West Ham, and for some reason, Vater wants to talk about Manchester United. Why? I have no idea, because I despise talking about us almost as much as I despise watching Manchester United. Like Thursday, I could go, like I thought about going to the game. Shout out my bro Sheik, because he's gonna be there, and I was like, nah, I ain't going. I was like, I'll link you afterwards. Like that's what I said. Definitely link up afterwards. I'm not trying to go to the game. Let's see what else you lot are saying in the chat. And so Surreal says my free speech has been restricted on super chats. Nah, if you want to talk to Vater, go subscribe to his channel, man. Go subscribe to Vater Games TV. There you go. That's how you can chat to him. He's live on a weekly basis. So any questions you lot have for him in regards to City and him supporting of City or anything else outside of recent, you can go and ask him. You can go and ask him, people. See what else you lot are saying. But yeah, with Manchester City, they're gonna be there or thereabouts, man. They're gonna be there or thereabouts. That's why I thought writing them off before the season was crazy. writing them off during the season was crazy. And as we can see right now, they're 2 points off of Arsenal. Granted, Arsenal do have a game in hand, but let's say Arsenal drop points tomorrow against Brentford. Let's say Arsenal draw the game, even though I don't think they will. Let's say they draw the game. Or better yet, let's say they draw the game and then let's say they drop points to Villa, which ain't out of the realms of possibility, even though I think they'll win. I think they'll win both, if I'm being really honest. I think they'll win both, to be honest. But let's say they drop points. And then City all of a sudden are a point above them, and Chelsea are a point behind them, and then Aston Villa are right there too. So yeah, writing off Manchester. Do Manchester City have obvious faults? Yes. But you can't write off that much talent that has been there and done that and is still performing at a high level. Like, writing off a Pep team is crazy. But a Pep team with Haaland, with Foden, with Cherky, with Marmoush, with Doku the way he's playing, with Rodri, with Ruben Diaz, with Oscar Bob, and with Donnarumma is nuts. Again, not saying they necessarily win. Defensively, do they need to get better? Yes. Because their defensive displays haven't been at it. You look at the Leeds game, you look at the game yesterday against Fulham, that ain't it. That's not it. Technically yesterday, people, because it's 1:24 a.m. in the UK right now. So, like, that's where it kind of stems from. Well, they'll be there or thereabouts. They will be there. They will be there or thereabouts. And it'd be interesting to see how Arsenal do bounce back against Brentford after the draw against Chelsea. And again, I think they will bounce back. I think they'll get the dub. Interesting that I had that Villa game with them lot. And then you've got Aston Villa, who, of course, do I think Aston Villa go and win the Premier League? No, but they play Brighton tomorrow. That will be a tough game. But let's say they do beat Brighton, and let's say Chelsea do beat Leeds, and Arsenal drop points. Now everyone's closing in. Because before, a couple of weeks ago, it was Arsenal the clear favourites for the title currently. But yeah, things can change. Look how that lead's been slashed already. All it takes is for them to drop points, a couple of injuries, and people are going, all right, I'm not 110% sure about this, because let me actually check. Arsenal's running. Let me have a look. This is the Premier League. So Brentford today. Then they play Villa. See, Wolves and Everton, but even then, Wolves you'd expect them to be. Everton won't be easy. Brighton always cause them trouble. And then it's Villa at home again. And we've seen Villa cost them points. And that's till the new year as well. Of course, they got Champions League, but they'll get through in the top 8 of the Champions League. So if Liverpool get back into the top 4 before Christmas, does that redeem their chances? Redeem their chances of what we're asking for here, paper? Are we talking about of the league? I think the league's gone for Liverpool, because I think they have issues that have not been solved just because they beat West Ham. I don't think they've turned the corner. I don't think they've changed anything majorly because they beat West Ham. Same way when they beat Villa and Madrid, I wasn't like, oh my God, they're back. And Liverpool got a tough game tomorrow. Again, did they beat Sunderland? Probably yes. But that's not a guarantee. Because Sunderland haven't traveled well. I actually scratched that. I think Sunderland do. The way Sunderland play, I think Sunderland get a result there. I don't think they win. I think it'll be a draw. And let me have a look at Manchester City's fixtures as well. Let's see how they're getting on. Let me get to Manchester City and their Premier League fixtures. I went through it just before I go through it again. Sunderland at home, again, that won't be easy. Palace away is not easy. West Ham at home, you would expect them to get the dub. And then Forest away. So they got 3 games you look at and you go, 3 out of 4, they're not easy. City are not easy. Granted, they play Palace though, after Palace being in Europe, and I've seen how that looked with Manchester United. So I think they win that. They'll probably win all 4, you know. Tired of these guys. I'm tired of this look. Yeah, but if they win their next 5, then I don't think Liverpool win their next 5. Do you think Liverpool win their next 5? I don't believe Liverpool win their next 5 games. No, I don't. I think there's only Liverpool. You must be a Liverpool fan. I think only Liverpool fans. Only Liverpool fans would believe they win their next 5. Sunderland at home, Leeds away, Brighton at home, Spurs away, Wolves at home to the end of the year. You look at the last 2, Spurs away, Wolves. Yeah, they're dubs. They're dubs, 100%. Sunderland at home, I don't think they win. Leeds away will be tough, but I'd expect them to get the dub. And then Brighton at home won't be easy. And let's not forget, they got Inter Milan in the Champions League as well. So, yeah, I don't think they win their next 5. Vega's back in the building as well. Go on, Vega, take it away, man. The floor is you. Actually, we even talk about it because, wait.
United.
Or it is quickly your thoughts on the Leeds United game, actually. Late winner from Foden, because we haven't spoken since then. You played twice.
Yeah, that's true. The Leeds game.
Leeds game, again, that was kind of a tale of two halves.
It was. And I know everybody was like, City struggling with Leeds. What? Because after the Leeds game, there were concerns with this Fulham game. But hey, you can have your concerns, but then the game's got to be played. How we looked versus Leeds, early, same thing. Listen, my man Foden. Yeah, you know what you're not hearing right now? That silence. That's Arsenal fans trying to go after Foden. That's the silence now. A minute. Flawless. I talk about this all the time. Ladies, you know, usually being too quick is a problem. But if you're goal scoring, all day long, score as quickly as you can.
She might take that as a compliment still. That's how I'd sell it.
That's how you'd sell it?
Yeah, that's how I'd sell it, yo. Like, because I blame her. This is your fault. You that fine. I blame her.
Nah.
I fully blame her. 100%. I'll be like, yeah, that's to the man them in the chat, you know what we're talking about. Hey, blame her, man.
The
older people in the chat. I know some of you are young guns, but yeah, I'm blaming her. 100%.
Nah, don't give the young guns bad information. Nah.
I'm blaming her. She that file. I'll be like, this is you. Don't be so fine.
That's
take a
crazy.
Day, that's minute. Dollar, not every day 10-10. Take a day off. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, young G's out there, don't take that advice. If it happens, maybe that's a fallback. Maybe that's a fallback line. Yeah, it's a fallback line.
Yeah, like I'm saying, if it happens, blame her.
Yeah,
which technically is her fault. Just saying.
With regards to goal scoring, Foden, less than a minute. We're already up 1-0 in the Leeds game. We're already up 1-0, less than a minute. And then we score the second with Gavardio, set piece goal. I ain't mad at it. Let's take it and run 2-0 at halftime. And it was easy. Like, Leeds didn't even have a sniff. They weren't even threatening us with shots. There wasn't even like shot attempts. It was comfortable. I remember talking with some of the City fans in the chat, like, hey, we want to see a couple more goals. Let's make this comfortable. Let's get some subs on because we got to play midweek again. Oh my goodness. 2 defensive errors. Now here's the thing. I was having a conversation again. It's so weird, man. Flawless. It is so weird when a manager that's delivered so much, there's so many that are quick to try and tear him down. There's so many quick to be like, let's move on to a next manager. I mean, I blame it on this era. This is 2025. People get tired of seeing something more than once. I've seen it once. I don't need to see it again, right? People get tired of things being long term, things that are long sustainable, familiar. The fact that Pep's delivered so much, there are so many City fans, and I see it daily, that are like, anything that he does, they want him out. They're trying to blame him.
Is there legit City fans who are Pep out? I can't believe
there are legit.
That's gotta be a very small minority. I put it this way: I know there's none of that in the stadium.
Yeah. There's none. No. There's not. Ooh, actually, no. I take that back because again, I'm privy enough with regards to the group chat. There are match attending fans in this, and there are online.
I need to chat to Yancy. That sounds wild to me, though.
It is mad. It is mad, and there's some fans, and I don't think they're match going, but there's some fans that wanted Pep out before the 4-peat. They're like, we've reached the pinnacle. Hear the cynicism. We've reached the pinnacle of a club. Every club that we've seen that's had this, they just go down. Let's preemptively start moving on to the next for that manager to try and get to their pinnacle. I'm like, what? So because no manager will typically have like 2 troubles in his career at one club, we're gonna get a new manager in because the probability of another manager getting a trouble.
That's nonsense. That's nonsense. I don't get that idea of thinking.
So with regards to Pep, I was willing to give this man some time last season when it wasn't looking good. But we all recognize the board also got it wrong with players they didn't go after. We also got it wrong with players that we maybe should have targeted and given the bank to and say, come here, don't go anywhere else, that we lost out on. And I'm first to admit, I do a show 115, one question, 50 minutes. I know the 115 in terms of the alleged breaches are something that probably hindered us from kicking on and just being dominant because of the scrutiny that we had. But this game had nothing to do with Pep. Had nothing to do. The 11, he gave everybody the same 11.
You lot just didn't do you lot just didn't do the business.
The same 11 that we saw in this game versus Fulham was what the Leeds. Everybody wanted that 11 back because they were mad at the 10 changes, and the 10 changes was a madness. He should have made 3 or 4, but the 10 was mad. We got 2 goals up by halftime, and then bozo moments, and they happen. Players make mistakes. Mateus Nunes clears the ball centrally, right? Leeds player runs onto it. And then not only that, he gets in to try and clear it. He gets a chance to clear it, making up for his mistake, and he takes an extra touch, and then Calvert scores the goal. Like, it was one of those where I was mad. And then I think Gavardiol had good separation between him and the attacking player. I think he had enough time to give a clearance, and for whatever reason, he decided to go down to ground, causes the pen. That has nothing to do with Pep. That has nothing to do with our high line, mid line. These are player mistakes here. So if they and again they go so far to say, well, this philosophy about holding possession and wanting to play out from the back, get rid of that, Pep. Just clear. Players know this. If it's too dangerous, clear the damn ball. Right? It's not Pep saying, nah, invite all this pressure. Even if you're outnumbered, you hold this. No, they should have cleared it. But what I love is moments like these. This is why we love football. This is why we watch it. I mean, some of you don't get it. Obviously, you don't watch Manchester City. You watch your own club. But this is why we love watching our clubs play, because we see the highs, we see the lows within the same game. We see players that we maybe question and wonder whether they have it, and they show us that they have it. And then we have players that have been heroic for us before, and now they're heroic again. Foden, dying moments. Oh, I know.
I said it on my watch along.
You did.
They're gonna score late here.
Flawless. I tuned in after the fact.
Oh, so you tuned in after? Yeah.
I tuned in after the fact. I wasn't there live, but I tuned in after the fact. And that energy, I can't lie. Guys, listen. Let me be a little preachy. Let me a little bit preachy here.
Oh, Jez gonna love this. Sorry, go on.
No, I'm just saying, because we talk about this era, 2025. If it's happened yesterday, it's old news. That is not true. That is not true. You may have missed a watch along. Okay, maybe you know the result of the game. You're not going to watch someone's watch along for an entire 90 after the fact. But you know when the goals happened, right? Give yourself, I am telling you, this is extra entertainment. It's already out there in the world.
Oh, yeah, facts. Yeah. I've been watching Liverpool watch alongs for weeks now. I hear it. I've been going back. Yeah.
And what I'm saying is, Flawless, he doesn't have a stake in the game, right? He would. It pains him.
Oh yeah, despite both sides. I wanted to draw 22-man bust up, like 12 red cards, but we moved.
That's what he would prefer.
That would have been ideal
for Leeds. But when you want the gift that keeps on giving, 5 minutes prior to a goal, give it 10. 10 minutes prior to a goal, just listen to a watch along. Listen to the highs and lows. Listen to the conversation, what they happen to be talking about, and then hear the reaction to the goal. Foden, clutch. Flawless, you've been hearing me say this for a long time now.
You have been,
a long time. And I know you're very respectable. You're very respected on the panels, and you show everyone respect. And sometimes you're probably multitasking, because I see, and I watch this. I'll rewatch a panel show that I've been on with Flawless, right? I'll rewatch, because what I notice when I put the screen up, I watch. Yes, his head's down. Maybe he's multitasking. He's maybe handling a show that's up and coming. But you'll see like the eyebrow. You'll see him do one of these. He hears something reckless, something silly.
I do.
And he'll be like, you know what? I ain't fighting that today. So when it comes down to the Foden talk, I try my best not to get engaged. I said it a long time ago. Don't compare your guy to Foden. Don't do it. No one should be compared to that, because you look at Foden and what he had to go through. He had to prove that he could be trusted. I grew up with a one-car house for a long time. It was a one-car house growing up.
Yeah, same.
So Foden had to grow up in a one-car house. He had to wait for Yaya, who had the keys. He had to wait for David Silva, who had the keys. All older brothers, by the way. All his older brothers got access to the car first. He had to wait for Yaya.
He had to wait to drive. Right.
He had to wait until he was, hey, you got the keys now. Take mom around to the grocery store and all that. You're doing that now. Foden now has that responsibility, and he's showing us. Everybody came off mute and wanted to talk about him last year because he had injured, mental. I won't even know everything that was involved. Right? Newborn, lots of things. When you see Foden at his level, this is him. If don't doubt the player. If he's off, he's off. But don't doubt the player. Don't say that what he's won, it was a luxury of where he played and all that. He's proven it. His older brothers are now gone. Right? His older brothers are gone. Gundogan, KDB, David Silva, Yaya, they're gone. And look at what he's doing in the midfield now. Look at Pep trusting him to get the job done. That clutch goal? Oh my good. He's not a star boy. Star boys are elsewhere. This guy's a man. He's a man now. I know we've seen him for a really
he's too old to be called a star boy. I think he's too old
for that. But he's a star. And when we know the English media want to do a little too much, I'll be on mute. I know how they gassed that pass to Eze in the international break. I know they gassed it. But don't let that take away from the player that he is. He's played all over the pitch, all over, and Pep's trusted him to do that. We needed that win, Flawless. Surrendering 2 goals to Leeds, that would have been a problem. And that would have been a problem because it wouldn't have put that pressure on, which, in my opinion, probably affected this Chelsea-Arsenal game. But we won before, and now we waited to watch.
That's a valid point.
Now we watched the Chelsea-Arsenal game. So I was happy with how Leeds played. You had a game on the weekend too.
Oh yeah, you wanted to get to the United. Well, I don't know why, but actually I do know why.
I just want to know: Are you seeing any level of managerial consistency in terms of like, you know what? This run of games, I at least get what he's trying to do.
Am I seeing any levels of managerial consistency? Yeah, consistently terrible. Yes, that's what I'm seeing. Keep talking about the same thing, and the more I talk, not so much to yourself, but the more I talk to Manchester United content creators or people in the chat, just the more things people say and the stats that I hear that just make it even worse. Like when I was on Rance's show and someone said in the chat, I think it was Temi, shout out to Temi, who said, I think we're joint second.
Temi's still about.
Yeah, Wavy Temi's still around. He's active. Yeah. Temi's active.
Right.
Yeah, he's doing content and stuff because he'll pop up in the chat every now and again, and then I get notifications for his content. So shout out to, make sure you lot subscribe to Wavy Temi. And he said, I need to double check this, but I know he's probably accurate with it because it makes sense. Oh, Manchester United have a second bottom when it comes to clean sheets this season. Because we've got one clean sheet all season long. We play a back 5, and we have one clean sheet all season long. We have 0 clean sheets away from home. It's December.
Isn't that a 4 stat though? Like defensively, aren't you better though? Aren't you better? Like I know you're not keeping clean sheets, but aren't you better defensively versus last season? Because you guys aren't in goal deficit anymore.
No, because we score more goals. But you know why we score more goals? Because we have better individual attackers. That's why. That's why we score more goals. Because guess what? Okay. We took 2 of the best attackers in the league and put them in our side. So guess what happens? We scored more goals, which I've spoke on. If you give me that Manchester United team that we had last season, get rid of the players you get rid of, bring in the same players. With me there, that automatically improves. Because you know why I keep saying this? And Bremo, Cunha, and Sesko are light years ahead. Not so much Sesko with Rashford, but and Bremo and Cunha are light years ahead of Garnacho and Højlund. Not saying they're world class, but I'm saying the difference between those two sets of players is a world class difference. And then on the flip side, Lamens is a world class difference between Lamens and Onana. But I am not seeing significant improvements on the pitch. So you mentioned the defense. We have a better defense now on paper because we have a goalkeeper that is miles better than the last one. The man seems like a decent goalkeeper so far. Only made a couple of errors.
Better than what you had.
Overall, yes, he's easily, like I said, there's a world-class difference between the two of them. But there's not a significant difference on the pitch defensively. Same way there isn't a significant difference on the pitch offensively. Yes, more goals, but that's the individual. Look at the goals we score. Individual brilliance. That Xerxes strike is just, again, Here's what I do, because this is why I always get people. Look at the Everton game and performance. Look at the Palace game and performance. Take Xerxes and Mount's goals from the Palace game, put them in the Everton game. There's no difference. So we beat Everton, but lose to Palace, but the performances are the same. The only difference was we didn't score against Everton because there was no moments of individual brilliance, and we got 2 goals from moments of individual brilliance from those 2 players. That's it.
True.
Like our defense, and I keep saying this, people can say, oh, like I had someone popped up in the chat and was like, oh, what would they tell me? Like, oh, you overrate your defenders, they're average. So then I flipped it and he didn't say nothing back, ironically. I said, okay, if the defenders are, this is great. You know what I'm saying? People pop up in the chat, say stuff, and then when I respond, they got nothing to say back. Not everyone, but a large proportion. Okay, they're average. Get them performing to an average level then. That's all I'm asking for. Whatever level you have them get performing. I believe our individual defenders are better than average. However, if you believe that, cool, get them performing to average. One clean sheet with a back 5 is crazy. We actively, outside of Palace, occasional other team like a Brentford who play an extra defender, we set up more defense. We have more defenders on the pitch than 90% of the league, 95. So why am I not seeing an improvement defensively?
The reason why I bring that up, and I do hear the point, but I remember because Spurs fans were running with that no clean sheets last season, and I was just as guilty of it. And I think I'm probably just as guilty this season because we will leak the 1 goal, but we'll win 2-1, 3-1 type thing. But the run of not conceding a goal was kind of early days with Donnarumma joining us. I think we've kind of given that up since the international break. But I think Amrin is your interim manager, Flawless. I know it's terrible to hear, but honestly, the way Ineos are moving, because they gave him 3 games to kind of turn some things around, a few international breaks, and
that was the talk,
right? I think he's being used as the interim manager because
I agree with you.
So
they wrote off the season before it started, even though they technically didn't do that.
Even though they didn't go out and say it.
Yeah,
but
they did.
think
when they kept him, it was like, all right, we just writing off the season. Cool.
And it's a.
But 2028, no people. 2028.
Why do you say it? Why do you say it like you're not buying that? 2028 is realistic.
That's what they say, because we've gone back, because we've had our worst 2 ever finishes under their ownership, and we're on set for a 3rd.
It's too early to say.
We finished 8th and 5th. So you think we finished higher than 8th this season?
Yeah, you guys are 8th right now.
Look behind you. We're 7th.
Oh, you know who's 8th?
This guy, yo.
You know who's 8th, Flawless? The club that spent $450 million.
Yeah, facts.
They're 8th. Oh my goodness.
They're 8th and been horrendous and level on points with us.
Oh man.
Well, yeah, no, I don't. I'm not convinced about 2028. No.
Okay.
I'm not. Okay. I think we get our 3rd worst finish under them this season. So anywhere from 8th to 15th will be in that mix. If this manager stays, which I don't think he will, but then depending on when they sack him, who they get, how far we off our certain players. But let's just say he's here for the season. We ain't finishing no higher than 8th. So that's why I'm not convinced about 2028, because we've gone backwards on the football pitch under them. Forget the off the field stuff. On the pitch.
I hear it.
And then their other club, you got fans attacking players and shit. But that's a whole different conversation. You hear about that at Nice? The Nice fans attack 2 players. Put hands on 2 players.
Fans attack Nice players?
Yeah, Nice fans attack Nice players allegedly, which is crazy.
Yeah,
but that goes to show how well they're running stuff over there. Them 2 players apparently want to leave, and then someone else, I don't know if it was a coach that was there as well or something like that.
Well, if the club didn't provide enough security to be able to manage that, then that's wild.
Because there's been no video. There's video evidence, but not of them quote unquote attacking the actual bus that they was on, the coach.
Wow.
But yeah. Wow. But yeah, man, that's how well Ineos are running their other club. It's going fantastic, man. But they're going to turn Manchester United into a
Flawless. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Listen, there's no other club like United.
Oh yeah, facts. I'm just pointing
will
out
need
is
a little time.
yeah,
They'll need
it's not
some
about the time thing. I'm just saying if they was successful with Nice, I'd be much more inclined
I
to
hear
think
the comparison
that
if
they're
they were doing their
successful
thing.
with us.
Yeah.
If somebody is even if it's at a lower level, if someone takes over Manchester United and they've been successful in football, even if it's championship, all right, they took a championship club and turned them around and go, all right, you have some idea of what you're doing and there's evidence. You have 3 clubs because they have a club in Nice, well, they have a club in France, they have a club in Switzerland, I believe it is as well. And they even shipped either them.
Wait. I didn't want to fall for this. I try to be really careful with my timeline. I try to filter and purge it properly. But was there not a little bit of baiting out there about the Saudis coming back or the?
Oh yeah, there was. Yeah. Because Turkey Al Sheikh tweeted about it, but there's been nothing. Because he tweeted about it, and he has no reason to tweet about it. But it wasn't Saudi because he said himself, "I'm not." When he tweeted it, he said he heard United were in talks about being sold. He said it's not me and it's not anybody in the country. Okay. So it was Middle East. It wasn't Saudi. I think, but it might have been Qatar, maybe. But
maybe.
I said it I say all the time when it comes to those things. I believe it when I see it. Like once I hear a concrete offer from a reliable source.
I'll be real with you. I think only one club in Manchester should have Middle Eastern owners. Let's have a rivalry beyond that.
No, let's take it to the Middle East. It's Manchester. Why not? Why not? You have because you'll take who's Abu Dhabi, right?
Yeah. Let's. All
right. So Abu Dhabi versus Qatar. Let's run it.
Nah. You versus Americans. That's a nice battle. That's I like that. I like that battle. It's good.
Versus.
What now?
Oh, you almost best for the Prem? That's us being successful.
Is it?
Yeah, in terms of eyeballs, yes. In terms of viewership, yes. If you really care about the Prem, us being successful. No one else could be this bad and still be the talk of the town and still be on TV.
This is it. I think this is. You guys were bad. You weren't this bad. Maybe you guys.
It's been the worst we've been in the past.
You guys don't need to be great, but you can't be bad and still be good for the Prem. I would agree with that.
Well, now, we'll see. But that being said, Ineos as bad as they've been in regards, if they get the manager right,
and they've been getting the recruitment right, so that's good. And this is what I was getting to with the interim. I think Amrin is the interim. All these players that are being brought in, they're not for Amrin. They're for Manchester United.
I agree with that.
So let them continue to. If they do something in January, I don't know if they need to lay some more players
and to
some people off.
The reason why I'm saying that is because Vader always talks about Manchester City being high, like Liverpool not being at the top. When Liverpool were at the top last season, the viewership dropped. And he cares for the Premier League and its values and its belief in the quality. So this is why he wants all English semi-finals in the Champions League, but it has to include Manchester City. But if it was all 4, he's with that. Whereas I'm totally against that. That's what it is.
I mean, just the numbers show that when Manchester City is involved, the numbers are good. So that's why I want to include Manchester City. But when it comes down to, and again,
such a giving club.
Absolutely, you got to give back. But when it comes down to what Ineos are doing, I think the behemoth, right? The monstrosity that United are. I think it's going to take a little more time. I'm
with that. But again, I say this all the time. It's not a more intent than actual results. I say this. If they up until this point had got 3 or 4 managers wrong in this period, I go, all right, cool. At least you're attempting to fix it.
Yeah.
No attempt to fix
manager, it. To be fair, the keeping of Ten Hag wasn't really on them, right? It's a decision, but it's not really on them. They didn't hire Ten Hag. But Amrin hiring is on them. The next manager is on them. We will have to see. But like you said, don't get all close to the TV. Don't do that. When you said, I need to see some things that are good, some things that I can check, their recruitment, check.
I've said this.
Yeah. But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. You said,
the recruitment side of things and the off the field
business
stuff.
side, off the side, business side of business, check. They do need to try to fix up and get the
But the managerial side of things stinks.
It does,
and it's not just bad. It's horrendous. I don't think a top club. Someone will have to remind me in the chat. Hopefully, Bayesian Pops is in the chat. Maybe remembers. I don't remember a club getting two up. And when I say appointments, even though they didn't hire Ten Hag, they kept him. I don't remember a club having two managers worse than Ten Hag and Amorim back to back. No, it might not. I can't remember it. I can't remember it with you lot. I can't remember it with Liverpool, Arsenal. Yeah. I don't remember it with you lot, any of the big six. I don't remember any, and that's unforgivable. There's getting it wrong and there's getting it.
So
like,
what did they go?
Yeah, go on.
Did Chelsea go from Tuchel to Potter to Maresca?
No, was Poch not in there? Poch was in there.
Yeah, Chelsea got it wrong.
Okay, so you could take Potter to Poch, arguably.
Yeah. I hear you with it's going to be interesting, and I say this all the time when I'm in the chat. I'm trying to be, my trigger.
Yeah, Potter to Poch, you could argue, and we regard that, and we seen what happened to them in that instance. The point is that I'm making is it's absolutely awful.
But Flawless, I think you're going to be in the market again, because again, if you're not subscribed to Sarcasm City TV, do so. The panelist, excluding myself, the features that he gets, always on point. I love when I hear him bring on the Arsenal fans who don't like their manager, but they're getting results right now, but they don't like their manager. That's Arsenal. Spurs fans, they do not like Thomas. Spurs fans are not liking their manager. Not too long ago, and there was a huge civil war, right, with regards to the Liverpool fans. They don't like their manager. I just mentioned 3 clubs. Now, if we want to also mention, obviously, United, they don't like their manager. That's 4. Who am I missing? Chelsea and City. We're calm. We're calm with our manager.
Ironically, 2 of the most teams who are informed. 2 of the most informed teams. Kind of like results and performances matter and change people's opinions.
But what I'm getting at is you got 4 clubs that are all going to be in the market. Most likely are all going to be in the market for a manager. This reminds me of when there was the Liverpool fans saying I want Amorim, Don Hussam saying slot out, right? Like there's some my bad. There's some uncertainty. There's some uncertainty with regards to who might be the next manager, but everyone's going to be in the mix for the next guy. I'm so curious to see who pulls the trigger first. Now, you mentioned it. There, I forgot. I forgot that these guys, Flawless. I forgot that these guys were below you.
Yeah.
You know how you've been cussing your manager? You know how you have not been rating your players?
Facts.
Complete opposite, right? Flawless is like this. I hate my players. These players aren't good enough. This manager needs to get out. And then you had Liverpool being like, genius manager. Look at my summer signings. We're about to kill it. And we look at the standings.
Yeah, the standings is standing.
Liverpool fans, y'all don't know ball. Y'all don't know ball. Y'all got caught up in the emotion. What? How did you get it this? How did you get your take this bad? How did you get your rating of your manager, Liverpool fans? How did you get the rating of that manager, the quality of your players so wrong? We're week 13 and you're worse than United? I am not listening to any of your ball takes. None. I'm not listening to them. I'm not. I'm tuning in for entertainment, but not for. I ain't taking notes. I ain't taking no notes from Liverpool fans. That's over with. Pure entertainment. Not too long ago, Flawless, because like you mentioned, we hadn't talked in a while. So there was the result that happened on the weekend. Right?
Yeah, because they beat West Ham and they lost to PSV Eindhoven.
Now,
was it PSV?
PSV. Yeah, PSV, and we do a show on Tuesdays. So did I get a chance to talk about the PSV game?
Nah, Flo's yours,
on Wednesday. That happened on Wednesday.
Same way we spoke about Leeds, the Leeds game with you. Like, yeah, man, Flo's yours. Mi casa, su casa. Chat about whatever you want to talk about.
I love this game. I love football. I love how we talk about it as well. Like this is absolutely unique with regards to how we cover games, how we talk about games. That performance versus PSV, which was in many eyes a must win. They were saying going into that game that it was a must win, Flawless. A must. And they got embarrassed. They got exposed. And I saw Van Dijk. I don't know. I don't know what he was trying to do. Was he trying to signal a cab? I saw Van Dijk do all kind of nonsense, not showing to be the player that he is. I saw Mo Salah half step with an effort to try to close out, and once a player went past him, he ran like the 34-year-old that he happens to be. Like, these players clearly are satisfied with what they did last season. This is why I give so much praise, and why Liverpool fans don't like it when I speak. Arsenal fans don't like it when I speak as well. But when I talk about having to go back to the well, having to win back to back, these players are satisfied. It takes a really unique manager to be like, guys, I don't care that you're tired. I don't care that you've done it before. This is what I demand of you if we're going to win this. I know you won it last year, but I need to see the hunger again. It's so unique and special. I had too many Liverpool fans saying that Slot was a genius. What they did in the summer, they're just gonna go on and it's gonna be automatic. It's not just going out and signing the best players. If it were, it'd be done easily like that. And the reason why I'm stressing this, I'm not listening to Liverpool fans. As much as they want to say, oh, you're a City fan, you've probably been supporting since Pep joined. Well, you know what I learned? And that's wrong, by the way. But you know what I learned? Is that you have not been paying attention to what it takes to win. Because winning ain't easy. Winning isn't a checkbook. And that gets discredited for what your man did, for what Sir Alex Ferguson did. And I refer to him as Sir Alex Ferguson. For what he did, gets dismissed, gets brushed aside. For what Chelsea were able to do, winning back-to-back, gets brushed aside. Because they said it to all of us. They definitely said it to me. The only reason why you guys won is because you spent. The only reason why you guys were dominant is because you spent.
The only reason, but you have to. Well, again, people say that like it's a negative. You have to. Spending doesn't guarantee success, but you have to spend to be successful.
Flawless, you and I and Chelsea fans know this.
Yeah.
You and I know this. Javon knows this. You know this. I know this. The others don't. The others don't. Because when you speak, you gotta speak. When if you're gonna talk sense, might as well talk title sense. And title sense is a specialty. Flawless gets it. I get it. Javon, if he was here, he'd be able to speak on it. But this is the thing, Flawless, and you know this because you were saying it's not just spending money, but you got to spend to be in it. Yeah, but they that weren't able to do it said the only reason why y'all did it is because you spent. No,
you understand? That's just people. That's just the word I'm looking for. That's just hating, which is what you want, to be honest, because it means you do it, right?
This is what.
Same way I just hate, but I don't dress it up with logic. I tell you, it's just straight hate. Like when I say, "Hey, Pep's got to go," I don't say, "Oh, Pep's got to go because he's falling off." No, Pep's got to go because he wins too damn much.
No, yeah. You move with hate. I move with love. That's why there's yin and yang, right? Look at my background's white. Your background's black. Listen, we're opposites that way.
No, I only move with hate towards. Sorry, I only move with hate.
I know. I'm keeping it with football. With football. But
I gotta clarify.
The whole thing that was so comical is that they were saying that they were running away with it. That was supposed to be a must-win game, and it wasn't. So when you want to talk about you're looking at your ownerships and the decisions that they make, it clearly shows that FSG don't agree with what these Liverpool fans think. They're like, listen, we bought Isak, we bought Wirtz, we bought Kirkes, we bought Frimpong, we bought these players because we're future-proofing. Y'all got crazy. Y'all got ridiculous thinking you're going to go back to back and you're going to do a madness dynasty. No. Listen, FSG bought all these players, record signings for the long term because they know Salah, he's washed. Van Dijk, we got him for another year, maybe two. They're making moves and plans to get players that they can get to strengthen later on. This season, I'm not saying it's a wash. It's a wash regard to your title hopes. It's a wash regards to your quad. Yeah, it's a wash with regards to your quad, Barnes. And it's also a wash with regards to being invincible. Platinum. So y'all need to fall back, show some humility. Know that your club is making advancements for a long-term success, and it's not going to be like what you witnessed with a Manchester City or a Manchester United or even a Chelsea, because accomplishing what we were able to accomplish wasn't just money. It was with, honestly, in the span that we had, true genius managers, not this Arnie that you have there.
What do you think of that? What do you think of their chances of top 8 in the Champions League? Because obviously Champions League returns literally next week. So by this time next week, we'll be talking about that run of Champions League games. They're away to Inter Milan, away to Marseille, home to Karabakh. They currently only sit on 9 points.
Only 13th on 9 points
in Champions League.
So
yeah, there is a chance. Yeah. So what would you reckon? You reckon they got a chance of going to beat Inter Milan, beat Marseille away, beat Karabakh?
Now, this is why we love this game, because Inter Milan is going to be some entertainment in terms of the matchup, in terms of the quality. For them to be top 8, I don't see it, especially based off of the last performance. I don't see it. For them to fix up, yes, and I can see them fixing up, and it needs to be proven tomorrow. But what I saw Arnie do in his last game, I know it was just West Ham. I know, right? It's just West Ham. But he fixed up and he made the tough decisions. He was out there, and it's like, listen, despite the biggest fanboy cheerleader for Mo Salah and Don Hussam being like, Mo Salah's not the problem. Well, you know what? Mo got dropped for a reason. Mo got dropped either to rest him so that he could be ready for this game that you're about to play midweek, or Mo got dropped because he's going to want to rely on him for the weekend. But he also wants to see what he could do without Mo. I'm not saying Mo's done. I'm not saying he's terrible. He's on the other side of the hill, though. He's on the other side of the hill. He's getting paid for past accomplishments because he's not even doing the work that he did last year. He's getting paid for what he did last year, not for what he's expected to do this year. But Mo got dropped because I think Arnie was trying to find a balance with regards to how you're going to play up and down the pitch. And if Isak isn't going to work that much, maybe because he's not fully fit, and you're going to have everybody else do it, you can't afford Mo Salah to put in the shift that's needed with Isak being that one flirting around the goal, right? The goal threat is Isak. So I think he was working on trying to find the right balance. We'll see the introduction of Mo. I will be there. You know me. I got CIA on Sunday. Sit at Intelligent Agendas. I will be watching.
Oh yeah. I'm doing a watch along for that game. Liverpool Sunderland today, people. That is on the extra channel. Make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV Extra, because we will be doing watch alongs. We will be covering Liverpool until the end of the year. We got you covered right there with those watch alongs. Premier League and Champions League, people. Got to.
So I'm gonna have my earbud in. I'm gonna listen to what's happening on Sarcasm City TV. I'm gonna watch the game myself as well. I'm gonna be taking some notes. But listen, I'm not saying that Arnie isn't a good manager. You don't win the Prem without being a good manager. I'm also like, listen, he's not the great that you're trying to say. He's not the genius that you're gonna say. Because if he was that great, if he was that genius, you're not wanting him out. You're not wanting him out for a bad spell. If he's a genius, you're like, I know this is terrible form. I haven't seen this since the 50s, but he's a genius. Let me give him some time. Y'all didn't want to give him any time. It was game week 10. It was game week 10 where you're like, get this guy out of here. So
yeah, I think they lost 5 in a row. I think it was.
They won 5 in a row and lost 5 in a row. And you know what's crazy, Flawless?
That's crazy.
Apparently, the first 5, those games were won in the final 10 minutes.
Yeah, they weren't
the dying minutes of games.
They haven't been good all season long, performance-wise, and that is a concern.
And the performance that they don't want to big up, right? The performance that have all the Liverpool fans kind of like, you know what, I can't really say much, or I think we're on the right track. Look, Isak scored, right? Verts looked good.
Yeah, they got hope, man.
They got hope playing against what, 17th West Ham.
They got hope, man.
Isak scores his goal, and you're trying to talk it up. He played against 17th West Ham.
You know where hope is, man. It's 2 a.m. Gone 2 a.m. She's somewhere in Manchester City Centre.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Backwards on the pole. That's where hope is. You know what I'm saying?
That's not necessary.
How's that not necessary? That's facts. Do it. I'm not shaming. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Get your bread. I'm just saying that's where hope is. Wherever you are right now, if it's nighttime, go into your city centre, go to your local strip club, and that's for hope. Someone gonna say, yeah, she over there. You're gonna see hope upside down on the pole. Like, what are we doing out here? And if you ask for Faith, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, she's in the back again, or she's not in today."
Oh my goodness.
Telling you, they're hoping Faith is. That's where they live.
Hope, Faith, Dynasty. Yeah, those are the three. Now, listen.
Hey, if there's a stripper called Dynasty, yeah, I want her. I'll be like, yeah. What Dynasty? She's called. All right, bring over Dynasty. How did she get that name? You know what I'm saying? Dynasty.
Goodness.
All right, you know what? Yeah. I'll be like, hey, I'll be like, yeah, Dynasty. Yeah, 100%. I'll be like, bring her.
This guy's a fool. Listen, chat.
Facts. Oh, you know what it is? Pop's Diamond. Yeah, you know what the vibes is. Yeah. Let's bring us Harmony.
Damn, that's crazy.
See, Harmony, that's too righteous. I don't want no Harmony. She's called Harmony. I'll be like, nah. I ain't interested. Yeah, Harmony.
But
go on.
It is an interesting time with regards to so many fans hating with regards to the current managers that they have. And this is one where it's like, is FSG on the same page as these apparent Liverpool fans? Is he biding his time to maybe gain the confidence back? I'm hearing things like he's got to win 5 in a row, he's got to win 10 in a row to get confidence.
I get it. When you go on your worst run in 100+ years, yes, you owe me that. You can't go on your worst run in 100 years.
But realistically, turning it around and like the 10 straight is crazy. If you're saying
10 straight is crazy, but what they're saying when people say that is just get him gone. Like there's no way you can fix this.
Yeah, there's no faith in him.
I understand because you can't have this fall off.
Now, be careful. Listen, I'm a be in the mix. Be careful. If this improved form is a result of
dropping Mo Salah,
if the form is a result of, I'm eating for a while. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be cooking and eating nice if that happens to be the case. So let's watch this. I happen to come across another thing with regards to your season.
Go on.
As it stands right now, I know we're not quite there. We're getting into the winter break. You probably revisit this. But have you changed your mind at all on where you see United potentially being? Because you never expected United to be ahead of Liverpool.
No.
Right?
I didn't expect Liverpool to be this bad. But no, I haven't changed. I said 9th at the start of the season. I'm still saying 9th.
Okay.
Because how many points? We ain't too far many points off 9th now. I think we're a point. We might even be level.
You're level with 9th. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're level with 9th. And how many points are we off like 14th, 15th? Is it not like 3-4 points or something like that? The table's close.
Flawless. You're only...
I'm looking at it. Yeah, Fulham in 15th. They are 4 points ahead of us.
See, guys, this is Flawless being a half-empty guy. Flawless is a half-empty guy. This is yin-yang, right? We're opposites here. I look at a glass half full. Flawless, how many points off you are off third?
We are... Let's move out there. Wait 1 second, and I see we are 20. Yeah, you gotta move out. The way. We are 3 points off third.
Right? Why didn't you look at it that way, Mr. Half Full?
Because even if we get to third, it's like, all right, cool. Do I think we're gonna finish in third place? No.
Okay. All right.
It makes like the overall point is I'm making is it makes no difference. Like Troops asked me this on Monday, and he was like, what was the question saying about my ambitions for the season or where you see us going?
Yeah.
I have no ambition for the season or we go end up
United.
Right here. But United shown me what they are. See that?
Okay.
When people show when the ownership show me what it is, I believe them. I'll listen to what they say. Well, I listen to what they say, but I don't take that as gospel. I look at their actions. They ain't trying to be
all right. I got you. Let's be balanced here. Let's be balanced, though. Okay. So you got to look at what they give you and everything like that. Now, you obviously know United inside out. You know your club. But now when you look at your surroundings, because like I said, you didn't expect.
Yeah, the rest of the league isn't, which infuriates me even more. Because if we had a competent manager, how many points are you on? 28, 26 points?
We're on 28 points.
You're on 28 points, so we're on 21 points. So we're 7 points off you lot with a game in hand. We've kept one clean sheet. all season long. On average, have conceded 2 goals away
Wait,
from
stop
home.
doing all that. No, I don't
think
want to
no,
hear
no,
about the goals
making a
conceded.
point. No, I'm making
Okay,
I'm making a point
yeah.
here.
All right,
For all these
go ahead.
bad things that happened, if we had a competent manager that wiped out half, imagine what our season could be.
Flawless. Liverpool have a competent manager.
But he's not managing at a competent level.
So
he's managing like an idiot. And what annoys me so much is I'm not saying United can go and win the league, but I'm saying this is definitely has the potential to be a Leicester-like season. Not for us, I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
For them to be a this season is the first time since Leicester. Is that ironically? I think it's 10 years or something close to that. Ironically, is the first time in the Premier League where there could be an unlikely winner of the competition. And if we had moved properly, we could have been one of those unlikely winners because we should be right up there right now. With how the league is and the talent we have, we should be right. And don't people, I'm not saying we should win the league or we will. I'm saying we should be up there because it's bad. I think this manager is arguably the worst manager in the league. And we are currently 3 points off third.
Nice.
So the fact that we have arguably the worst manager in the league and we're 3 points off third. Imagine we had the 10th best manager in the league. Just
Spurs
bring me
fans will argue
out
with you. No. Spurs fans will argue with you on that one. I mean, Forest
that's
fans.
what I said. Arguably, Thomas Frank, I hear it.
Yeah, no, but Flawless. This is the thing. Again, half empty. That's you. Half full. That's me. When it goes to the points tally, maybe it's not comfortably in third, right? Maybe it's not that finish. But the fact that there is that fight, right? The fact that there's going to be that fight within this mix of points.
Yeah.
It is. It should be
comfortably, Sam. Andy, I think you take any of whoever you think the top 10 managers are in the league, take us there.
No. Oh, we'll take you there, but you don't want them. You don't want Glasner.
No. I've not even thought about the top 10. For instance, do I want Marco Silva at Manchester United? No. But if we have Marco Silva, are we in a much better scenario? Yes. Miles better, because Marco Silva is clear of Amorim in all aspects.
We have to stop this, Flawless. We have to stop this, please.
We have to stop what?
No, we have to stop this because I don't like when you talk about what we're seeing managers outside of Manchester United, right? Everyone looks good outside of Manchester United. They got the potential. They got the hype. The next upcoming manager, I hear it all the time from you. I'm being consistent. Coming to United's different. I don't know.
That just means they're not ready for championship fight.
Yes.
Like if we put it in boxes, but that's why I wouldn't want Marco Silva. But
I'm saying don't just
even
say
if he does bad, I think he does better, especially because of the quality of the league. I don't think he does this bad.
I don't know that because of the pressure, because of the press conference.
Maybe the pressure cracks him. But the point is that I'm making is I can only go off of what you've done and project that into the future. And let's say, I don't even know if Marco Silva is the 10th best. He's just someone I thought.
No, I know the point that you're getting at, but I'm just saying we've seen this before in terms of the potential managers out there all looking good.
It's very tough. Where the championship fight and you have to do all of the media and you're doing the 24/7 and the cameras here in your face everywhere you go. Yeah. Not everyone's built to manage a Manchester United. And that's fine. Yeah. Some managers are B level. Some managers are top 4 Europa League domestic cups. Some managers are, hey, I'll make you a solid mid-table side. Some managers are, hey, I will keep your head above water and keep you 13th, 14th in the Premier League. And then there's some managers who are championship level who, hey, I can get you out the championship into the Prem. Prem is not my manager. That's all that is. So I can only go off Marco Silva. And I've been saying this. Even if we had a manager who was only C level, because of the state of the Premier League, we'd be higher up the table. Bring me a C level manager. So the tier before, I put Emery at B. The tier below, so C manager. Like, I'm trying to think of one. I can't think of one off the top of my head. But yeah, that's where it's. Now, could the pressure get to them? Of course it can. Of course it can.
I hear it.
It's definitely that. And when Pep goes, you lot are going to have that same issue. Same way Chelsea have that issue. Same way Arsenal have that issue. Same way that Liverpool have that issue. You're not going to have a successful manager from now to the end of time. The pressure are you a smart man? I know you might not have read the book. Maybe you read the book. I know the certain laws you follow. The 48 powers of law. Yeah, 48 laws of power. I don't follow all the laws, but there's 10 or 11 of them that I'm like, spot on. Avoid walking in a great man's shoes. No, the scrutiny that man is under.
Oh, yeah. That's why I think it's brilliant.
No, the screw. He could win his first game 3-0 and people will be like, if it was Pep, it would have been 6.
Well, Pep's only here until 2027. Those City fans that want Pep out, you're gonna have your wish not too long.
Do you think he leaves 2027?
Well, I'm gonna save that for another show. But 2027 is when his contract's
That's
over.
a no.
Everybody wants him out. Everybody wants him out. So let's keep that proper. Let's have clubs make all their decisions believing that Pep is gone 2029, right? But he's gone 2029. Vincent Kompany is locked up until Pep is gone 2027. Vincent Kompany is locked up until 2029. I don't want Vincent Kompany following Pep. I don't want that. Whoever's in the middle, I think, yes, to your point, they're going to get killed. They're going to get compared to. They're going to get scrutinized. And then bring in the next one. I think the manager, not the manager directly after Pep, I think the manager after is going to be the one to cook.
It's interesting to see what happens after you lot.
It's going to be the one to cook.
It's going to be very, very interesting to see what you do. And Sam, I agree with you. I think your owners need to fix up too flawless, not just on the manager. I've said it before, I say it again. Our ownership is a bigger problem than the manager. As much as I think the manager's terrible, they're a bigger problem. But however, with a good manager, you know what they'll do under a terrible ownership? Control the controllables.
True.
Work with what you have. Me and Vader are content creators and put out content for you lot on a weekly basis for years now. If you combine the amount of just mine and Vader shows, combine the amount of times me and him do shows on Vader Games TV, Sarcasm City TV, and all our features just over a year period, the year of 2025 and content. None of us have ideal scenarios. They are a family man, so his wife has a kid. And then when we start talking about from making the actual content, we don't have $1 million cameras. We don't have a whole production team. No one stood above any of us with the dead rabbit. There's no producer in our ear saying, hey, move on to this segment. This is happening. This is happening. No, we do all of this ourselves. What I'm saying is we make the most out of what we have. There's no publicist. There's no stylist. There's none of that. We have little to no help outside of hitting up a content creator. My point is we make the best out of it. To the point, that's why you see the biggest and best content creators in the game doing more than numbers than certain TV shows and certain networks and certain TV channels. All man like Troops and Rants and Gunner and all and Lewis and all these man doing 1 million views a month. None of them have ideal scenarios. So the point is I'm making is make the most out of what you have. Word to my guy Eddie, control the controllables. That's all I ask for from the manager. With the players we have, get the most out of the squad. Because if a manager does that, you know what I then do? I can't be on the manager's case. I'm looking at my ownership. Hey, get this man better play. This cook is in the kitchen chefing, and you've given him no seasoning whatsoever, terrible ingredients, and he's got one oven and one microwave. And guess what? He making that. You even got Dutch pot. He making that shit work. Get him in a better kitchen with better equipment and better ingredients. This team is miles better than it's showing. Doesn't mean it's the best, because there's players who I believe are not good enough. And I don't think even at its best, we go and win the league. But we have players to be playing much better football and putting in much better performances, which then will lead to better results. And like I said, for the first time since the Leicester season, there is a chance for an unlikely winner of the Premier League.
True.
Why are we not in that mix when the talent is there? Because as Vegas pointed out, look at it. This is me looking at the glass half full. And this is where my issue lies. Because I look at it half full and go, why is this bitch not at the top? Because the glass should be fully full. Because again, people, City, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Liverpool, teams who I think are better than us, are not at it this season 100% where you go, hey, it's them. We are 3 points off third. We are 3 points off third. Or 4 points or whatever it is. Imagine we had 1, 2, 3 more games. I don't think it's not crazy to ask for more points on the road than what we've got. I think we're bottom half for away team in the away form table. And we've not even gone to the toughest places. All right, exclude City and Liverpool. Exclude those two. Fulham away. Spurs away. Forest away. Brentford away. And we picking up barely any points. Granted, we did well at Palace. Yeah, the league's open, Sam, so that's where my issue lies. I know the ownership's terrible. All right, get me a manager who deals with what he has. Fergie did it. Our ownership was terrible then. And we were successful. Ownership was terrible then. It weren't this bad, granted. Because we had David Gill, who was the GOAT. But go look at what people just go look back from 2005 to 2013. There's a reason myself and many others were protesting. That green and gold, people are like, oh, it's only green and gold. No. I say it all the time. We three-peated and won the Champions League and we're still owners out. That's how bad they was. And it kind of turned out, shit, we was right. Because we understood what we had. We had a manager who maximized, and David Gill, who was the director who maximized their talents to an extremely high level. We had 2 GOATs in their field. Not one, we had 2. And then we lost them, and you seen what happens. And that's where my issue lies. So sooner they sack this man and keep running, like we were saying it about managers, like, where is it? 1 second. Why can't managers get the basics down at Manchester United? Pressure bursts pipes. The same way I'll be going back and forth, and this is nowhere near Sarcasm City TV content creating is nowhere near the level of managing at Manchester United. You lot would have seen it regulars. I'm going back and forth with someone in the chat and say hop on, and they say no. I'm scared to get cooked. So they're pressurized to join. This is happening. We're no word of a lie, mate.
Wait. They're scared to get cooked by you or cooked by
No, they're
chat?
scared to know what they say is not cooked by me. They're scared to get clipped. That's what they said.
Oh, okay.
I'm scared to get clipped. So you're here criticizing me for my opinion for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Back and forth you're fine going back and forth with me, shitting on my opinion, telling me how wrong I am. But then when I say, all right, I don't want to get clipped. But if someone clips me, you'd be the first to retweet it, like tweet it, quote tweet it, and share it. So that's the point I'm making is pressure. And the regulars in my chat will know this, as this has happened on multiple occasions. When I'm going back and forth with someone, I'm saying, hey, Colin, I don't want to get cooked for my opinion. I don't want to get clipped. I don't want to have my camera on. And that's just hit. That's just hit. So imagine on a worldwide scale, people are
mandatory. It's mandatory to get in front of the camera, to have the tough conversations, to speak about why you made said decision, to speak about certain players. It ain't easy.
And that's it. And the thing is, that's me. I know I'll get clipped. I'm not afraid of that because it don't change anything.
Nah.
They don't change anything. Like, all right, because the people who fucks with me as a content creator, that's not, even if they disagree with the opinion, that's not going to stop them watching my content. The people who don't like my opinion for whatever reason or don't like me as a content creator,
they already don't like
they're gonna pour fuel on that. And then what it does, getting clipped, is actually bring some people over to your channel, because there'll be few and far between people who go, you know what, I don't agree with that take, but let me see what else. Let me see what else he's saying in regards to it, and then they'll join the show and they'll go, I've had this happen. Flawless, you're alright, you know. I disagree with you on some things, but like I see where you're coming from now.
I haven't had
that's
that
happened
yet.
on fan calling shows where people have been like,
I haven't had that yet.
Yeah, I've had like fan calling shows. People have called in and been like, I see where you're coming from now, because what they've seen is a 30-second clip of me crashing and hammering, but there's no context. But go on.
What I've witnessed, and it is what it is. If you don't like me, you don't like me. There's no it's rare. It's rare for someone to be like, I don't like Vader, and then they've come across to liking me. I'm either liked or disliked. That first impression,
but that's just because in regards to, I think if you did fan calling shows, I think that would happen less. You just don't interact with them like that.
Yeah, possibly.
But I think people will call in and be like, yeah. So that's what I would say. I've seen the chat here. They like you more now than they did at the beginning.
They definitely like me more now than before.
Yeah, they like you more. I've been worse. No, in regards to, they know you're a gaslighter and everything like that, but they know you well enough to go, I like Vader. I might not like his takes, but I look forward to the show. He's entertaining. He does make some sense. I've seen that in the chat. Yeah. Like, you're a good representative of the club and everything. Even though they know you're a gaslighter, they fucks with you. More so now than they did at the beginning. Like, what was Vader on? Did the dare and all that? I'm like, I enjoy talking to Vader. The conversation's always... There's never a bad show. It's always interesting for me. I'm always like, all right, let's see what Vader's got to say on such and such.
Bless. The thing is, maybe, and whoever, when you have those conversations back and forth sometimes in the chat, people just recognize. Everybody's got a comment. Everybody's got an opinion. Yeah. If it's something that you know either kind of triggers you or it's like, it weighs on my mind, don't have it involved. Like, for me, it's not if I read the chat, my feelings get hurt or I get in my feelings. For me, I'm built this way. I was gonna say I'm designed this way. I'm built this way. Trying to fight this AI allegations, but I'm built this way because for me to stay on point with what I want to get off my mind or off my chest, I have to stay focused, and I'm having the conversation with Flawless. Blessed when he brings it when he brings the convos up and the topics up. Blessed.
I respect why you do that, because I do the same when I'm elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do the exact same, because one, I want to concentrate on what's going on in the show, and two, it's like if you feel that I'm deeply wrong, come over to my channel. Let's have the discussion. I'll have the discussion over there, or even call in.
True.
I literally tell people, hey, I do weekly call-in shows. It's just me, so you don't even have to worry like, oh, they are gonna be there, or Jez is gonna be there, or the Bayesian lot, or the Yardman, or it'll be done C or T. No, it's just me. I make it as the stream as comfortable setting as possible. Hey, it's just me and you. Get shit off your chest.
It's the safe space show. It's when everything's in a safe space.
Safe space, because you lot are just animals out here in the city, and that you lot will just run through content creators with bad opinions in different ways. It's not like I'm saying, hey, join.
That's what the watch-alongs are for. That's what the watch-alongs are for. The watch-alongs are be reckless.
Cutthroat. That's the city though.
Yeah.
So I had to create that one show that is the all right, I'll join type of thing. Because the other ones are so whether it's you, whether it's the Arsenal lot, whether it's the Bayesian lot, whether it's the Yardman, whether it's the Spurs show, whether it's the Q&A, you are getting smoked. It's just in different ways.
Fair.
I'm saying you're more of a sniper with it and more surgical. The Yardman are just outright just like, all right, we not having this, and it's a wrap. Like, you just getting wrapped quick, like straight away, like just head on. You know what I'm saying? The Bayesian lot are the mix of the two. Because you got Pops who's surgical, but then Barnes and Crab are just not. They just, hey, fuck all this, like type of shit.
No, the balance, the balance is perfect. Even the run of shows is good. Even with regards to the combination of Don C, TJ, when you bring the crew on, it's good. Jez, I know he's having it rough. He's got it rough right now. That's all I gotta say.
He's going through it. He's doing all right. He's doing well in NBA. NBA he's good with, because OKC are flying, so he's happy with that.
Yeah. We repping out there as well. My Canadian MVP. Listen.
Wait. Oh yeah. He's Canadian, isn't he?
Yeah.
I know. I watched the Olympic doc. Yeah, he was in that.
Flawless. Let me say this right now. Athletes that come out of Canada, we gotta perform on ice. It's cold up here, so if you're an established footballer, your footwork is on ice. If you're a baller, if you've been shooting in the snow, like the sport is different. We play in the cold. So if you make it out of Toronto, if you make it out of Canada, it's different. Now, everybody, I enjoy these shows. You know this. When Flawless is like he's shooting out the message. He's like, hey, yo. What time we doing this? I'm like, yeah, I'm there. Can you work with a little later start because of what may happen? Always accommodating, but I have to do this show because you know what? Unlike Pops, I'm not always watching. Right? Pops likes to put in the eye emoji. Right?
Pops is watching, Pops be like, because there's shit that I forgot that I've said, and Pops will bring it up. Like I'm like, oh yeah, I did say that.
He's quick with the receipts. I'm not gonna lie. Like Prime likes to do the clips. Prime likes to store all the video clips. Pops is always, I don't know if he's jotting it down. I don't know if he's got a recorder.
He's just one of them memory. The memory, I'm telling you, the memory bank.
Yeah, he's a numbers guy, so the numbers stick. But I listen as much as I can.
See, look, told you, man. They fucks with you. See what Jedi Ghosted said, and he's one of my regulars.
Bless.
I ain't lying.
I'm just saying, Jedi. If you were like, I'm not this Vader guy. What's going on? But
they trust me enough to know if I'm bringing someone a regular, it's for a reason. So that's why he's saying this. Now you hear? Big up Jedi, man. Go on, carry on. That's hilarious.
If it's Skip, it's all good. Skip it. If you hear that maybe you know what? Maybe my delivery, maybe my presentation, right? Maybe my pace of speech has improved. Because I'll be the first to admit, the first invite when Flawless was like, hey, come on the show, let's do that. I was like, what? Let me do my homework. Let me see what some of the conversations have been like. Let me see what kind of crowd he's got in the chat. And you know what? I was like, you know what? Okay. Nothing scripted, but because I have my own channel and I have certain conversations that I want to put out there, I already had things that I want to get I want to just flow. And then now it's kind of like whether you're, I don't know, spoken word, whether you're an artist. We know Flawless is an artist. We know what he's done. We know how his brain works, the creativity. I was like, I gotta match that. I gotta match that. So
that. Did you rap or act or do music when you was younger? Anything?
Listen. Though there's some stories back there.
You did something though. You was involved in some form of entertainment growing up.
I'm gonna say this real quick.
You don't have to reveal it, but you was right.
No. I'm gonna just point out because I say when and again, humble channel, when the numbers kind of grow, you kind of have those Q&As, you kind of have that open table combos, and you reveal more about yourselves. And maybe if I do that sooner, maybe the support would have been greater because people are like, oh, personally, I like this Vader dude. But for me, I'm very guarded. To say that I've entertained in my past life.
Yeah, you dabbled in entertainment somewhere when you was younger.
I had no problem with drama class is all I'm going to say.
Yeah,
I had no problem. I had no problem.
The reason why I say that is because when you're like, yeah, I had to match that. Nah, it's just you. I could tell.
No.
I could tell.
Listen.
Because you were like this beforehand because I did my don't think I just invited you out of the blue. I did my homework on you.
Okay. Well, okay. I'll say this before I go because I'm
I know you got it.
With regards to Flawless, okay, when he says, oh, don't do that, and I said it early shows. I said I know Flawless is a sniper. I know when Flawless was on featured. I remember when it was when putting the content out was on Twitch. I remember Flawless from the Twitch days when he was linking up with Rants and Bants, was doing his thing. I remember those days. I remember before Saeed actually went independent when he did his own thing. I remember back then. So when I saw Flawless, I was like, yeah, this guy's calculated. This guy ain't just saying things to just be silly. Oh, you know what? Half the chat didn't even catch that dig that he just did out there. Oh, I mess with that. So when you threw out the invite, I was like, yeah, but I gotta match it.
It must be like looking in the mirror, innit? It's just red side and British. Yeah, it must be, yeah.
I was like, listen, if I could put on that accent, it's a problem. I'm like, who am I listening to? Is that Flawless? No, that's Vader. If I could put the accent on, don't let AI catch up. Don't let AI be able to do some type of auto tune.
And you can change the voice.
Oh my goodness! Because early days, so some of you that didn't mess with me were like, hey, "Who's this guy I want to talk about?" I know, and I get it. People first impressions, accent is a thing. To be real, who's this guy I want to talk about football? It's changed. It's changed over the years because everyone's more inclusive. But early days, it's like, oh, this is he just come here lately just trying to follow the sport. But if that accent button was the back and forth would be legendary. Because there's always that automatic the prejudice, and it's not prejudice, but the assumption
ignorance, man. That's what I call it.
Ignorance of like, you know what? I can actually talk because I hear the accent. I know the difference. I've seen it. But going back to two snipers is why I said I gotta match this energy. Now Flawless is in host mode. So host mode, he's a little more guarded. He's got to pick his spots, and he can't react to everything that I say, or else it wouldn't really be a convo. He's got to let a few of the things that I say. He's got to let a few of my pause, a few of my headshots, right? The sniper. He's got to let some of those go. But I had to match the energy because I knew how he was dealing with some of these people out here. The reason why I mess with this show so much is because we have similar dislikes of the clubs out there. We have similar dislikes. We also know that the voices out there are going to be louder and more consistent. Like there's just some fans that are just, I know overall fan base, but us as fans, we're not the loud ones. We're not the ones that 100 tweets a day taking shots at everybody type, right? But this show, when I say I got to match the energy, if I'm able to speak for an hour with you, if you're trying to bring on other people or whatever, or in this case, we're able to speak more than an hour, I gotta come with the energy. I gotta be here with the, I'm not having no wasted bars. No, I'm not wasting no bars.
You don't waste no bars, yo.
So
Yeah,
if we got to, we got to. And again, on some occasion we happen to disagree with what we're going at it, and we gotta fight. If I gotta get the last word, if he's gotta get the last word, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. But Flawless, thank you so very much. Each and every time you send me the invite, I'm here like clockwork. I enjoy this show 100%. If we can, or if I can, I'm gonna be in the chat tomorrow during your watch along. And for what I wanted to say, for next week Tuesday, I don't know if you want to do it because I think City play on Wednesday. Wait.
Do so, yeah. I've not. You know what I'm doing after this? Like literally my schedule for the entire month. So yeah, Wednesday will probably fit better. Let me look at the Champions League. Give me 1 second. Just have a look. But yeah, if you lot play Wednesday, it makes definitely more sense to do the show on a Wednesday. Because yeah, Liverpool are Tuesday. So yeah, we'll run it Wednesday. Makes much more sense. Yeah.
The people know when to find us. Yeah, but listen, everybody, I gotta go run. Prayers with the
shout out your channel quick. I know you gotta go handle business. Yeah, shout out your channel quick, man. Do the
absolutely. Please subscribe to Vader Games TV. This happens to be just the background with regards to tonight's conversation. We had to deal with all of this. I'm surprised that the terrible form that I'm in. I'm in second. What's the point tally? 28? That's crazy. But what I'm gonna do, tune in, subscribe, so you get the notification. You know when I'm live. My next show is gonna be 115, one question, 15 minutes. Tune in. I'm gonna have the convo with regards to Manchester City. Why we still need more players. I'm gonna have the real conversation. Why we still need more players. Hey, and I'm not the only one. Liverpool say they need more players. Chelsea want some defenders. Really, that's it. Let me get these players, and then I'm going to talk with Don Seachest when it comes down to possibly winning this league. But bless, Flawless, thanks for having me on.
Every time, man. You already know every time we'll be back here, people. There's a playlist for it of this show. It's normally Tuesdays. It will vary. Like 11:30 p.m. UK, sometimes varies, and then if City are playing midweek in the Champions League, we may move it a day if other things are going on, but you'll see Vader. Sometimes we'll turn it into a Q&A and Vader will join and the rest of the gang will be on. So that Tuesday, Liverpool play in the Milan. So that will probably be a Q&A that week.
Woo! That's going to be good. That's going to be good. Listen, there's games tomorrow, so I'm gonna be in the watch along in the chat.
Yeah, watch along Q&A tomorrow as well. Obviously, if you're about, feel free to pull up as well. But yeah, there will be a Q&A tomorrow as well. Vader, blessings. You lot, Vader Games TV. Subscribe to Vader's channel. I literally just dropped his link in the chat. Subscribe to Vader Games TV, people. Make sure you do so. Subscribe to his channel. Make sure you run up the likes, hit the subscribe button here. Find a few questions, people, before we do close out. Big up Eli as well, man. I think I bigged you up already, but shout out to Eli, man. Every single time, man. Shout out Vader as well. Well, as you lot saying, of course, Vader's mentioned it. We will be doing the Liverpool Sunderland game on the Extra channel. Make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV Extra. And then we'll be back here 11:30 p.m. UK time for Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. So we'll just be talking about all the Premier League games that have gone on, not only on the Wednesday, but also the Tuesday. Probably someone will probably ask about Manchester United, unfortunately. And Thursday, there'll be a watch along. There'll be a Man United, but probably late. So hopefully, if everything pans out right, I'll be with Cheek after the game. Look, I'm looking to film a match reaction in the car park. I'm aiming to do that. Don't hold your breath, but that is the aim. Regardless of the result, I'm trying to do the match reaction in the car park that Saeed has made so legendary. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Stewards will probably come move me on, but here we are. But please run up the likes here, hit the subscribe button, continue to get any questions in as well, and don't forget as well, this show, all the other shows you see on the channel are available on all audio platforms. So Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, people. If you're on Spotify, type in Sarcasm City TV, follow 5 stars, because you get these in audio only. Maybe you're en route to the car park and you don't want YouTube using up all your data as you're on the move. I don't know. Maybe you're talking to your gal. Maybe you're scrolling on social media pages. Spotify takes much less data than YouTube. So make sure Spotify, type in Sarcasm City TV, follow 5 stars. iTunes, Apple Podcast, the same. SoundCloud, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Let's run up them numbers on the audio-only platforms. And it's road to 16K here as well. Road to 16K here. So, yes, we need to get 16K. We're at 45 away, people. So, we should reach that this year. Hopefully. So, if we reach that before the year's out, we'll definitely get a 16K party. And my birthday is literally a month. Literally in a month's time, because it's the 3rd of December. My birthday is the 3rd of January. So there'll be a bit, and it falls on a Saturday. So there'll be a birthday special. So hopefully I can do 2 specials. Because that'd be crazy. If I could just do like the 16K subscriber party special, have fun on that, bring on all the gang, drink, and then follow it close by, do a birthday stream. So yeah, big up Guna AFC. Big up to all of you lot supporting. Big up Certified. Big up Sam as well, says W Stream as well. Agree with you, the sensible fans, none of that black and white stuff. Yeah, because there's too many variables, Sam, in football. So people will hear you say something and then go, well, he thinks this and nothing else is the problem. So if you're critical of the players, people go, well, the manager's a bigger problem. No, the conversation, I'm just talking about said players or said player. Like if you talk about one player, people go, well, other players are the problem. No, we're not. I was asked about this specific player. So I'm talking about him. Doesn't mean the other players are. Same with the manager. Or you talk about the manager. Oh, well, the owners, not the owners. Well, yeah, the owners and the players are problems. No one said the owners and players are not problems. But I've been asked about the manager. I rarely get asked about the ownership. Granted, I talk about the ownership when people bring it up. But I've been critical of Ineos from the jump. And then on the flip side with that, because I've been critical of them on the jump, I'll also praise them when I think they've done well. So... like when people go, oh, well, that takes away from, well, we've gone backwards on the football pitch. Yeah, I still think they've done good things, but overall not good enough. You already know, Eli, man. 16K rolling into the new year is the move, 100%. Yeah, man, 100%. Good to see you back about as well, man. I know you've been active on Chic TV and stuff, so I hope you're blessed. Flawless thoughts on your team's draw tonight. This guy a joke, man. Hey, shout out Spurs, man. Valiant effort. Not everyone can get a point at St. James's. Just ask Vader's team. Congrats on 16K, Flawless. Well deserved. Much more to come. Yeah, we gonna get there, man. We're like 45 away. We gonna get there. Finally, YouTube has patterned up its algorithm as well. So we gonna get there. We gonna get there. We're one short of 50 likes, people. So run up the likes. Hit the subscribe button as well. You still live? No one live. Let me check. All right, cool. Let me refresh this. Send you over to my guy Alam. Those are what I'm gonna do, people. But Gunner's still live as well. So make sure you subscribe to Lee Gunner. Also, make sure you do so. Yeah, I'm gonna raid Alam right now as we speak. I'll send you lot over there. So Sarcasm City TV raid in my guy Alam's chat is Toronto Hoop Talk. So he's talking all things Raptors. So make sure you go subscribe to my guy. Run up the likes, hit the subscribe button as soon as you land, and then type Sarcasm City TV raid in his chat, people. But this has been, oh shit, he hit 300 subs. I'm gonna have to go salute him and big him up for that. But people, this has been the Manchester United, Manchester City podcast. Mandem United pod meets the Mandem City pod live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in. Again, Sarcasm City TV raid in Alam's chat.